Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Better people. Oh, baby. Better people. The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we've been named, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, ain't looking back. Tires screaming as we take that turn. Fuel and fire in our hearts we burn. Opponents in the mirror, they can't keep up. Keep the throttle down, never wanna let up. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Team strong, bonds like no other. Brother, sisters, ain't no undercover. Victory sweet, but honor even sweeter. Every race together makes the fight deeper. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Great racers, better people. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PHG charity event qualifying for the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. This is a charity event that's going to be going on this Saturday. We've got qualifying going on today. I'm joined in the booth by three of my fellow PHG members. Papa himself, Shaggy, the coordinator of all the races and all this stuff, and my fellow color commentator, T-Case. Hey, guys. So we got a fun day of qualifying ahead. I know we had qualifying yesterday. Papa, you were hosting that one. Do you have any thoughts on how qualifying went yesterday? It looked like we had, 17 drivers?
Yeah, 17 drivers.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
awesome. I'm looking at these time screens, and it looks like you and Shaggy, Papa, 1/100th of a second off.
Yeah, Shaggy. Made sure I knew that.
That was very close. But yeah, I'm looking at these time screens and from yesterday, and they are very, very tight with Jorge Sr. They're up at the top.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jorge
This should be a
and
good one.
Racing.
Looks like you got qualifying underway already.
Oh, wow.
We are rocking
got
and rolling.
Naranjo?
Yep. Kevin Naranjo,
Oh,
he is somebody who I actually brought in. He's a member of the same team that we are running in the IRO G-Tech series. So we talk about PHG quite a bit doing that, and he was interested, so he came on in, became a PHG member, within the last week or so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Great job, Salamander. That's awesome.
Doing some recruiting.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of that other league racing stuff, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, the IRO G-Tech series is another really fun one. It's a year long. There's 10 races, one a month for 10 months. And they're all long endurance races, anywhere from 8 hours to 24 hours. Drivers run in 2-hour stints in that one.
Wow.
Which I'd never done 2-hour stints before. I've now done it twice. This weekend, actually during the charity event, is the Nürburgring 24 hours. So,
Oh boy.
I'm actually debating whether to skip that one because of everything we got going on for the charity event. That's
It seems like yeah, it seems like the right thing to do, right? you don't want to be there. That's funny. So I guess Shaggy and Papa, since you guys ran this yesterday, do you have to do a prep lap, or can you just kind of go out there and just go?
You can take it easy on your first, the out lap to save tires, because that's what this is. After one lap, your out lap, the tires are pretty much shot. Even at 2 times tire wear in an FF car, it's rough. For something that's under a minute long, it burns the tires, especially the softs.
Indeed. Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I love this thing.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe how fast the tire wear is.
I tried to take it easy on y'all. I really did.
You fine. I was shocked. Yeah.
It's just the FFs are terrible.
Well, you're just
At least
constantly
you're like
putting
this,
strain
not
on the fronts. The S's are doing nothing but strain. Turns 1 and 2, that front left takes a beating for sure, and then the right one doesn't get much break in those S's.
Yeah, it's not like an MR where you have to wait on the rear tires, and it pretty much evens it out, because naturally the front tires are always going to wear a little faster no matter what car you use. And yeah, if they would just move the weight a little bit, but that's just how it goes.
Indeed.
It's always hard to get a flow running through these S's in an FF. You got to wait so long to get on the gas, and trying to get it to roll through the corners. It feels clunky. I mean, once you get used to it, you get used to it. But up until that point, it can be a bit of a struggle, huh?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that 100%. It's like it's very much a dancing on the throttle as you go through that whole thing, because you're wanting to get on the gas, you want to get moving, but the second you do that, you just understeer and lose time and tire wear. As they are coming into the pits, not going to get any, or I guess fuel isn't even much of an issue, is it? But some fresh rubber for a few more hot laps.
Yeah, fuel is only set at 2 times, and it won't even be a factor in the race. Even for a 40-lap race, you'll still be good to the end.
Fuel is not a factor for you.
Fuel is not a factor.
The car will be lighter at the end, of course, but
Right.
which will, help tire wear. But also, there's the chance of rain.
Oh,
Sorry, chance of
lovely.
rain. It's guaranteed.
Well,
Thanks
if you're
to,
gonna have rain,
Jorge.
FF cars is the way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
You can thank Jorge for the rain.
He mentioned it, and I made it a thing.
I love the rain. It's a good time.
I do not.
As long as you're as long as you are equipped. I'm not about some crazy rain and some super formulas, but
Suzuka in general feels natural with the rain, especially with the S's. It feels it's a really good track for it.
Well, it's that dancing on the throttle. It's just kind of playing with it. Ooh, as they run wide into turn 1.
Think of dancing on the
That was
throttle.
their first flying lap. This one's going to be abandoned. We'll get another flying lap of their second stint. I love how short this track is. The end of it is so much fun, trying to carry as much speed as you can, maybe take out a cone or two as you set yourself up for the long straight. So I'm
Gotta be
looking
careful
here.
with these cones.
Yeah, they can get thrown out in the middle of the track and mess you up too.
Yeah, we had one car,
Maximum effort.
old man Pip, last night. Final lap of qualifying, decided to do about a 20-foot jump over the freaking cone. It was
We call
quite
that pipping.
entertaining.
That's
It's
awesome.
called pipping now.
Pipping, yes.
Not moosing, but pipping.
Pipping. He has been pipped. Looking here, the fastest time Jorge was a 51.325. So far, the fastest they've done is a 52.404. As they're finishing up the S's. I haven't seen what the sector times are. They've improved. They have improved, but it was just an improvement on the 52.4. We're going to come across the line here momentarily. I'm surprised they're not hugging the wall a little bit more. Improved to a 52.2. That puts them right there in that P10, P11 range so far. So pretty good lap.
Yep, P11 currently. In fact, that would put them as 7th in the PHG USA group, and would qualify for the finals. That's right. He's basically the bubble right now.
Wow.
It's gonna get even tighter the more competitors we get.
Because you know we're gonna have a flood tomorrow as everybody puts it together. That's the last day to do it.
Right,
Like, oh no! Come across again. Any improvement here? No. Almost 2/10 off.
He does have what, 2.5 minutes left, so that's 3 laps.
Plenty of tire life.
The bad thing is that on the first and second lap, you get progressively slower. The second hot lap is easily a half second slower.
Really?
Yeah, the fall off with softs is pretty bad, but the good thing is though that hards are required and they hold up for a very long time.
Okay.
Well, for these cars, anyways.
I mean,
So
he could, pit this next lap, get one more out lap, and then a final hot lap with fresh tires. We'll see if he does that.
Yeah, he
When I
does
did
have a lighter car.
Yeah, I didn't even worry about pitting. I fuel wasn't that big of an issue. You're not saving that much. I just
So you
reset.
just reset.
Went back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, just like that.
I think he heard us.
Yep.
That's smart. See, that's something I'm so used to doing races and stuff where you don't want to reset. Like it's worth driving all the way back around. That I don't
Right.
even think about doing it. But I would be the bozo who drives all the way back around right now while everybody else is resetting. I'd be like, why on earth are they resetting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
typically you do that to keep the fuel load low, but with that being such a non-factor, that's not so much an issue. That just resetting, now he'll get 2 more hot laps.
Right.
Genius. So, Shaggy, do you mind explaining? So, everybody's doing this same qualifying right here in the FF Group 4 cars at the Suzuka Short Track, but that's not all the races, and this is qualifying for the final race, correct?
Yes. Well, this is qualifying for the final race, but it only applies to American and Canadian, and possibly if there's not enough Canadians to fill the slots, any international drivers we may have. The top 7 Americans versus the top 7 Canadians from PHG will be in the final. Based off these times, and everyone else will be filtered into races starting with a easier race at Daytona RC and a GT. Well, not really an easier race, but strategy-wise, it's only 1 times tire, 1 times fuel. Easy race will be the slowest drivers that qualify, and it will get progressively faster to race 2, race 3, and race 4. Race 4 being the hardest, most difficult race. It's super high speed Group 1 McLarens at Suzuka, the pole course. And this will be where all the non-PHG drivers are. So there are going to be some faster drivers that may qualify higher overall, but end up in race 4 because of the way it is. So the faster drivers that are not PHG will be in race 4.
I gotcha. Interesting. Very cool.
It looks like this qualifying session has ended, so the 52.266 is going to be what K Naranjo, also known as PHG Oak,
Okay.
is what he's going to be setting in. Like we mentioned, he is the currently P7 in the USA PHG group, so is right now on the bubble for elimination to that final race. We do have 5 total races going on in the charity event, so we're just talking about the final one, but there are 4 other fun races planned. So
Indeed. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that he was also known as PHG Oak, because I was about to say, holy cow, what are the odds of him getting the same time as PHG Oak as I look at the timing sheet here. So it's so hard to stay up to date with who's who in the PHG crew, because it's always growing.
Constantly growing.
all right, really quick, let's go through what this setup is. We got right into qualifying. We can just do a quick run through of what we got going on. All right,
So we got,
yep, go ahead, TKs.
yeah, I was gonna say we got Suzuka short course, as we said, one of my favorites. Really fun layout, and the Group 4, but only front engine, front wheel drive cars. So that does limit the Group 4 options, but they are all super tight and close together as far as their performance around this track. So it's pretty even. Drivers just need to find which one works best for them. Each driver will get 1 10-minute qualifier, as we just saw. And so you get 10 minutes to run your best lap, pit stop as needed, and see what kind of time you can get.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
Famous last words, though.
It looks like we got PHG SPC in the lobby.
That's cold trickle, in case nobody knew.
In case you didn't know, I always assume everybody knows.
Right.
That man's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like
Go,
him,
go.
AKA Cold Trickle.
Cold Trickle.
Yeah. So Cole is our a Canadian that's trying to get into the final USA versus Canada PhD race. Is he our 6th
I think 5th.
Canadian to qualify?
Fifth.
Okay.
On the
He'll be our
score
fifth,
sheet, we
yes.
got he'll be number 5. We do have a few drivers on the score sheet where we don't have a country listed. I'm not sure if they're international or if we just didn't capture their country. But
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Well, I know there's at least 2 or 3 more on their way. I just don't know if they're actually doing qualifying tonight or tomorrow night.
Knowing people,
Right?
they're gonna put it off.
Yep. Last minute entrance.
If there's one thing I know about people, it's they're gonna procrastinate.
We'll see him at 9:45 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night.
Am I too late? Am I too late?
Yep.
Yes, I'm already asleep. This is a dream, probably.
This isn't even real, man.
You're a dream. I'm going back to sleep.
all right, did qualifying just start? Cole's got to get moving.
I think you fell asleep.
Oh, come on, Cole.
He said ready.
Big pedal on the right, man.
It's
Oh,
not driving.
he said it wasn't going. I see.
There it goes.
You
As soon
gotta
as he
love
says it's not
lobbies.
driving.
You gotta love lobbies.
Well, my apparently my lobbies, according to Jorge, they nerfed the driver, and I think he just nerfed 30 seconds from Cole, just cause. It took a 10th away from Jorge's total time yesterday, because he went into another lobby, a practice lobby, and said, "Oh, I'm faster in here, but every time I come into your lobbies, the official lobby,
Right?
I'm slower."
That's, you know what? I hear
It's the
that
Jorge
in
pop.
literally every league I've ever been a part of or observed. That's what the lobbies like. It's different. You have different wind conditions. You have different temperatures, and all that matters. But unfortunately, Gran Turismo doesn't quite give us all that information. There's ways to get it, but track temps and all that isn't necessarily readily available. But it's different. It's like going to a track each day, different conditions. Even if it's mostly the same, it's going to be different. And so I think that's something that all drivers need to be aware of, is just because you practice in this lobby and it was, these specific conditions, that doesn't mean that it's going to be that way come race day or come qualifying day for the event. And I mean, that's part of real life racing, and I think it's cool that it's a part of sim racing as well.
I try to set these all to equal conditions, no wind or anything, but the ambient track temperature always seems to be a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have either hotter tires, colder tires, whatever, and it might change it slightly, and it's usually only, minimum max a 10th or whatever, but
52
in the long run, it's still something.
Wow, that's, I mean, right off the bat, a 52.0, that puts him the best, second best, third best Canadian. There you go. 6 overall and third best Canadian. And he's
Wow,
gone
he's a
purple
purple.
again, so that he's going to be... Whew.
And this
You know-
is on his second lap.
Cole talks himself down as far as how good he is. And then he
Oh.
comes in and does stuff like this, and you're like,
Yeah.
damn it, Cole.
Yeah. Cole's pretty good. Don't let him fool you.
Oh yeah, when Cole tries, Cole delivers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
I do like his American-Canadian PHG logo there on the back.
Oh,
He
nice.
goes
Yeah.
51.9.
Thanks, Joe.
Impressive.
And that does improve his
Wasn't
time,
even-
but does not improve his position.
No. So he's still, he needs another 10th, a 10th and a half?
A less than a 10th in order to move up past PHG Slick, the next Canadian in line. Or actually, the next
Right.
person in line.
I think he has a 7 in him, at least.
I bet he gets a 5.
Oh, wow.
See if
mean,
it's
I-
5.
He is in technically the best car so far, driven
Yeah.
by Jorge and Racer 51, both in the Sirocco.
I wish we got the Sirocco here. That's a cool car. I mean, I know
we
it's
gotta-
not that much
yeah.
different from the GTI, but it's just a little cuter.
Or a Golf.
Exactly. It's fantastic.
I know they always have to have like European exclusive or Japanese exclusive cars that we never get unless they have to be 25 years old, and then you can import them.
And then you can import. Well, even like I live really close to Mexico, and like I'll see cars on the road from Mexico, and I'm like, we don't have that. It's always a cool little hatchback, and I'm like, why don't we have that here? It's got. I'm like, dang it, come on. Give me that cool little hot hatch. That's what I want.
Not the biggest fan of Volkswagen, but these are really cool cars.
Yeah.
Nice and clean.
I like Volkswagen from like 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and then after that, I kind of they lost
37.
their appeal.
Called it.
Wow.
Let's see if we can go more.
He ain't done. He's not done.
Nope.
Cole said
We
I'm
got
gonna get this on
plenty
my
of
second lap.
Yeah.
I mean, he did improve on the first one. The first time around. I call it a 10th up. Oh.
Almost. I mean, if you round it, that's a 10th.
Oh yeah.
Or no, that's 100th. No, that is a 10th.
That was a 10th.
I know how to do math. Fractions,
That is
decimal
hard.
points.
He's up 2 tenths.
Oh, damn. There we go. Nail this final. This is such a fun turn when you get it right and you can just stomp on the gas like he's
Problem's
doing right
getting it
now.
right. It's such a tricky corner.
Oh.
Oh!
I think he may have botched that final turn,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
tricky. It's very tricky.
He lost
You don't
over
realize
2
it.
tenths.
But
In
you
that final
make
turn.
one wrong little adjustment and you lose that 2 tenths like you did.
Wow.
Especially with the grass, the edge being right there. You're trying to fit it in a narrow space to get just the right turn in and then exit, and you touch that grass. Even on the left, you'll ride the grass until the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of holds on to you.
Yeah. It's crazy how that works and just kind of pulls you off,
They say grass doesn't have grip.
right?
It won't let
It
go.
has a special kind of grip.
Yeah.
And if you've ever driven, I mean, I know Papa's definitely driven in the snow, but snow has a special kind of grip too.
It does. You are
I
I
correct.
can't say
You're just
that I
like,
have
why
a
am I
little-
going left? What's happening? It just pulls you off.
Yep. Yes, it will. Been there, done that.
ice and snow a while back, and I drove in it just to do it, just to get the
Yeah.
experience.
It's like, I've never done this. That's when I go to like Colorado and stuff, always rent a good all-wheel drive vehicle, and my goal is to get it stuck. And I do a good job.
To see what you can do after.
It's like,
Come on,
then I
Cole.
get out,
Totally.
and the motivation. There he is.
Getting up
There he
before.
is. And here's the finals. What's he gonna do? He keeps it tight. Keeping it tight.
Power.
Oh!
Right on the
Come on,
edge.
come-
Little slip.
Woo!
6.
PHG
Moves him up to
SBC.
3rd overall.
Wow.
The 2nd Canadian behind Racer 51.
Now, I won't
Okay,
say
almost-
too much
almost
about
got
this
me.
race, but like a lot of dailies we've had, there might be a good car for qualifying, but there might be a better car for the race.
Right.
There's always that, like, just because some
Well, yeah,
cars
you-
might be better.
You said the hards were required, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can get a car that doesn't quite munch up those tires as much. I mean, they all munch up the softs, but who does better on the hards and can
It doesn't
still
matter
give
about
you
the
a
softs.
consistent?
You're not gonna
yeah.
want to be on them.
And it's
not for
around
racing,
here.
though.
It's consistency and carrying speed. So where like any tiny mistake is going to hurt you. So
Cole said I'm done.
Yep. Goal's done.
I'd be happy with that.
Oh yeah.
Nice job, Cole.
would put him third overall behind Jorge and Racer 51. Snow. I'm sorry, we can't get Snow, Cole. He typed Snow in the chat.
You must be
I
happy
don't
with
think
this
it
time and
snows
just going to
here.
park it.
I hear Snow. No, you don't, Cole.
All right, looks like
He
he's
must
just
have
going to
heard it
bank
from
that
earlier.
one. Shaggy, there's what, 5 different FF cars available for this, right?
5 or 6. I cannot remember.
I know there's the
Back.
VW, the Mazda, the Audi. I know there's
Swift.
at least 2 more.
Swift.
Suzuki.
Oh, the Suzuki. What else?
Is
RCZ. The
Oh, the
Sirocco.
RCZ.
Yeah, I
The
think those are your
Mazda 3.
5.
Yeah. And that is it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Megane.
Ah,
6.
yes, the Megane.
Oh, yeah.
But it was only used one time last night by Pyro.
Who is an A-plus driver and didn't do very well. Read between the lines there, y'all.
He wasn't a Megane, though. I mean,
Exactly.
but then again, it does
If
have
it was a
potential.
trophy, that'd be a different story.
Oh, yes. That MR is
Definitely.
awesome.
The trophy is fantastic.
However, what is it? The Sport? Not so much.
Yeah, Cole's
It's
in
like
the
a Toyota
chat here.
Echo to
Good
me.
job there, Cole.
Cole Trickle. Cole Trickle.
We
You
got 10
did
more-
a good
10 more
job.
seconds to run off. Who's gonna come to the lobby to be the next qualifier?
Who's next?
Next
Let's get a
up,
lobby of
next
5 or
up.
6 in here, y'all.
Seriously. Use
Oh,
that
it's such a short
slipstream.
track. Oh my!
Use that slip. That's what one thing I love about personal lobbies over dailies or GTWS is slipstream works in qualifying. I love that because that's like real life racing. If you can go out and you
Right.
can get a tow from your teammate, or you can get a tow from just anybody on the track that just happens to be there, it's so much more fun, in my opinion, than when you have to go out on track with 16 other drivers and their positioning doesn't really matter other than obstructing your views.
Right.
I love that, and I also wish that for practice, but for a daily or for whatever, they would actually have tire wear on. It wouldn't have to,
Yeah.
wear the tire down, but it would actually have the weight and the fuel weight from the tires actually doing it. Because a lot of times you'll get into a practice and it will feel nothing like when you drive it in the race, like at all. It'd be a totally different car. And to make it more realistic, but it's PD, so we're gonna go halfway on that.
Go halfsies.
Oh yeah.
But hey, we're here playing it.
That we are. Question it sometimes, but we still do it.
Right?
See, I'm excited about when shoot, what's it called? My mind just went blank. Project Motorsport. I'm pretty excited about that one if it lives up to what I think it's going to be, because I loved Project Cars 2. It was a really fun game, and this looks to be
Oh, this is the continuation,
Mhm.
hopefully from 2 and not from 3, because 3
right.
was
And from what I've
awful.
read and seen, it looks like it's going to be a continuation from 2, because I don't know if somebody else was involved for 3 or what happened, because 3 missed the mark completely, but 2 was really good. And from what I've seen, it looks like a fun one for sure.
I felt like 2 really captured rain physics better than most have ever tried.
Yeah,
Actually
and
felt like a real handling car.
it did. And Rallycross was so good in it. Like, it was hard.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to adjust because I was used to Gran Turismo rally, and then I did the Rallycross and really got the hang of the handbrake and stuff. And I was like, this is way too much fun.
I think I'd played a lot of dirt, like dirt rally, and gotten used to how it was. So basically, it was a piece of cake after playing dirt, because dirt is that's hands down top.
Right. I never played dirt. I have one of the WRC games downloaded, but I didn't play Dirt. I played a lot of Colin McRae back in the day on the controller, on the original Xbox. That was my favorite rally game for sure.
I compare everything on Gran Turismo because it's not Dirt. It's like I don't like it as much. And then I did play a lot of WRC, and I felt like they changed a number of things for it because it felt like it was more fluid before, and then I think they tried to make it more realistic and kind of came up short with it.
Yeah, it seems that's such a struggle, and that's one, like, I know the pure sim racers want to hate on GT7, but I think Gran Turismo in general with Sport and 7, like they really nailed the balance of super realistic where you're having to adjust every setting and, you know, do what you have to do in real life when you take a car to a track or to a rally stage, versus just being able to hop in and play but still give you that sense of realism, and enough so that it does translate. Like if you knew nothing about racing cars and you got good at GT7, you wouldn't be a good race car driver, but you would have a better understanding of being a race car driver. And then a race car driver could come and play this game and maybe not be a gamer, but have enough race knowledge for it to translate as well. So I think they found the best balance, but there are definitely better pure sim games out there.
Yeah, but this is the real simulator.
You saw it on the internet. It's not real, man. Just because it says it doesn't make it true.
That's like half of PD's material.
Right. But they do have proven race car drivers from it. So
they do.
I mean, iRacing has more, but they still have some, which is pretty impressive. But you I guess you could argue that all those people, had they had other things at their disposal, whether it's karting or whatever, would have made it anyways, because they're just talented in racecraft.
I feel like the ones that probably were the best in the world at, say, Need for Speed or whatever, are probably driving monster trucks right now. Professionally.
Yes.
I feel like
I could be one of those people.
I suppose
They're
it gives
very good
people
at breaking
access
stuff.
to at least try things out that may not otherwise have the means to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, there probably are some of those guys that have made it because of the video game. Not necessarily because the video game was what made them better, but it was the option that they had to get their foot in the door that they may not have been able to get their foot in the door at all otherwise. So
yeah, that's definitely true.
Well, they use sims for practice even for the professional drivers.
oh yeah.
They spend hours in a simulator.
Yep.
I just started watching this new YouTube channel, and it's a guy who I believe iRacing got started in iRacing and is now he's doing the IMSA. So we saw him race Papa when we were at Daytona. He's racing one of the Elantra Ns, and he got in it solely from sim racing. He had never raced a real car before, and he's there. He and his teammates, they're doing well because they're doing like the 4-hour races where they swap drivers. But the TCR event at IMSA, and that was solely on sim racing.
Impressive. Very nice.
Yeah, when I was at the IMSA race last year, talking to the guys in JDC Miller, they're out of Minnesota, so I kind of hadn't in to talk to them. They had mentioned that their drivers do spend quite a bit of time in iRacing. They've had their car uploaded into the game so they can do legitimate testing in there.
Yep. That's the game I can't wait for. iRacing, NASCAR 2025.
Yeah, the NASCAR. I'm gonna get in on that. I'm gonna get in on that for sure. That looks like a lot of fun. Rensport's supposed to be coming to PlayStation. I'm curious about that. But the Le Mans Ultimate, I would like that to come to console. I got to play that on PC at the WEC event last year at the Lone Star Le Mans, and it was really cool. And it seems like it's only gotten better as several GT7 streamers that I follow have switched over to starting to play Le Mans Ultimate. But you have to have the PC at the moment to be able to play that. So, and I think that's such a big a barrier to entry. Is like you can spend $500-$600 on a PlayStation, or $1,200 minimum on a good gaming PC to play these racing games, plus the content. It's like going console is such an easier way to do it, but it does limit you quite a bit.
Now I'm curious though, because they've already started, talking about GT8. I don't think it's going to be on PS5. I think we'll probably have another console by the time GT8 comes out. Something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Because I feel like what they
usually
want
goes
to
hand in hand.
accomplish, it's gonna need more from a console than what there is now. Which advances in technology probably won't be very much, honestly.
yeah.
But still will run $700-800 for something that's probably only a little bit better than the 5.
Yeah, the main reason I bought a PS5 to begin with was because I had heard that GT7 was coming out for it. So, and it was funny,
That's
and
the only
I had
reason I
gone
did.
out and bought the sim rig and the wheel and the pedals, knowing it was coming. It was like I want to dive into this, and then it got delayed so much that you guys talked about Project Cars 2 earlier. I had actually downloaded that when all my equipment showed up, but GT7 hadn't been released yet. So I got my fix starting out on Project Cars 2 for whatever it was, a month or something like that, before we got GT7 to show up. And then I abandoned Project Cars 2 at that point and just dove straight into this game. But
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see if they do wait for the 6, or if they're able to put it out and get some more things, that's exclusively to like the PS5 Pro.
I feel like it's going to be rushed if they put it on the 5. I don't want it rushed. It might be more like sport, and it might drop a lot of what we have on here to make for like maybe 1 or 2 more advanced like positions, different races and whatever on the game, but then cut back a lot. Probably hurt the whole livery deal and a lot of the customization you can do, and it might be more bare bones. So I do hope they put it to the GTA. Well, not GT. The PS8.
Yeah.
Not PS8. GTA.
Yeah, GTA and the PS6
Yes.
I think makes sense. I would hope that maybe
Watch
they
the
could
trailer
come
for
out with.
GT6, so the numbers are all over the place right now.
Well, the
I
Pro
hope-
is a good sign of that. The Pro is a test for the next PlayStation. It's like they learn how to tweak the graphics and do a couple things. They put that out there with the Pro. See how that does. See how what they've improved works, and then that's just the next step for the 6.
It would be nice to see if they could come out with an update where somebody with a PS5 Pro could maybe run a 20 or a 24 car lobby. To see if maybe
yeah.
it could handle that. Maybe you simply need somebody running the lobby to have the Pro, and that's how it works. I don't know if every driver would also have to have it. That would make it a little more difficult, but That would be
if they
great to
put
see.
a 20 or 24 player lobby, doesn't even have to be on the dailies, just in custom lobbies,
Yeah.
just for us, for leagues especially, it would be even better. I don't really care for the dailies as much anymore anyways. I want 20, 24 player lobbies in this.
Mm-hmm.
I will pay
Because then
all
you
my
can
money. Here, take all my
do
money.
proper multi-class
yeah,
and like.
that would be phenomenal.
Because the multi-class lobbies are fun. They're fun, but when you only have 4 cars in each class, you're like, well, I mean, it was cool, but it'd be cooler if I was racing against 6 people instead of 4 people. And then, yeah.
Yeah, when we did Moose Wars, it was either 6 or 7 per class. But yeah, being
Maybe
able
it's
to have
7
more
and
like
7.
12 would be great.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, when you run some of the offline mode stuff, that you do in the world, whatever that's called, the World Series, there are 20 car lobbies in there that you race. It's just they're all AI.
Mm.
Yep.
If you ever go back, or if you ever do those weekly races that pop up, some of those do have 20 car lobbies. So
yeah, I
it's
still do those.
It's certainly capable of it.
Oh yeah, I think it's just they were probably worried that it was gonna break the game if they tried to run. You know, especially I guess how bad the lobbies can get, even with
Right.
running the 16. And there's been problems, and they've had to update and then re-update because there were problems after fixing an update numerous times. They're kind of famous for that.
Yeah, I
When you
suppose
think
network
about
bandwidth
what-
has a lot to do with it when every car is
Yeah.
keeping track of every other car.
Well, you got people with super fast internet and people with really, really slow internet, and then you try to do 20 plus. It could get really chaotic really fast. I see that. I wonder if or maybe there's just not enough people who play the game. But it's like, don't you think they could pair the people with the faster internet together? You know, if they're able to,
They should be
tell,
able to. They can check
right?
your-
But there just might not be enough people playing for it to really. They might be doing that already, and it's just like there's.
Yeah, they should be able to get your lag. I don't know that they get your download speed, but your lag would have the most to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, you got somebody that's sub, 25 millisecond. Like, that's not bad, but you can't pair them up with people that have 150 millisecond.
Right. And that would just apply to, dailies and GTWS.
Oh, challenge showed up. It's time to end stream.
Talon.
He's P1, so everybody
Never
else
heard
is
of
just-
him. Never heard
Yeah.
of him. Who's that?
Who's that guy?
He doesn't even like GT7. He doesn't even like streaming.
He doesn't like streamers.
That's for sure. What? You drive a Talon once in your life?
Yeah.
An eagle.
All right, I got to step away for a second. I'm going to let you guys keep jibber jabbering.
Gibbering.
Actually, my nephew's name is Talon.
There we go. Oh, two. My bad. That's right. 2 Eagle Talons.
There you go.
He couldn't have gotten a Mitsubishi Eclipse or anything.
Let's go, Root.
Root.
Put that practice in, man. Root. Yes, Root.
He's Canadian, eh?
He is
Super
Canadian.
Canadian.
Oh. Okay. You win, Talon. That's cool.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's cool. You win. All right. My bad. My bad, dog. We need someone to drop in here. Well, I guess
Yeah.
this is a great time to talk about why we're doing this. What
Because
this
we
is
want
for.
to.
What is this charity event?
Charity event is on Saturday. We'll be starting the event itself at 12 Central Time. Try to get that right. The event itself will consist of 5 races and 2 livery contests. You must be registered to enter those livery contests. So please hop over on the website, papalook.com, and get that registered.
It's pinned in the chat, so if you look
It
at
is.
what's pinned in the chat, click on that link, y'all.
Yep. And this whole event is to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Now, I just want to make clear they did not pay for this event. They are nowhere sponsoring this event. It is just what we decided as a group on which charity we wanted to support with this event, and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital was the winner. So, it is going to be an incredible event. I hope all of you, whether you're watching this live now or check the replay later, I hope you join us on Saturday. Should be pretty good.
It's going to be a great time, and it's going to be streamed from your channel, correct?
It'll be streamed from Papa's House of Game on YouTube.
Awesome.
We'll have live commentary, live races, just a bunch of fun, man.
Yeah, it's-
Having fun, and come donate some money to help support St. Jude. I mean, can't ask for a better Saturday.
No, I can't think of one.
No.
And I see Jack here has asked, can we enter both cars? So there are 2 livery competitions, one with the van and one with, is it the Nova?
Yep, 7 Nova.
So they can enter both? Or do you have to pick one?
They should enter
Honestly, I would say enter both. Yeah.
Enter both. Awesome.
I mean, you can do one or the other. Papa is giving away a 20% discount, I believe, in his merch store to each
Merch
of
store.
the livery winners. So if that helps entice anybody to design a car and come show it off.
And I guess if it's the same winner on both livery contests, and maybe I'll just drop that one winner at 30% discount or something like that.
I had put in the rules that if it was the same winner, we'd take second place for the other one, but if you'd rather do it the other way, we could do that.
I agree, Talon. You can't go wrong helping kids. I totally agree. You know, when I was looking into St. Jude's, when I was trying to decide to give my opinion on which charity, I didn't realize that it, I guess a shocking, I don't know what you want to call this, trivia or not. I didn't realize the entertainer Danny Thomas was the founder of St. Jude's back in 1962. I don't know if you guys, I know I'm showing my age here, but I don't know if y'all know who Danny Thomas is, but he was an entertainer back in the 60s. I think he went through the 70s too, but he's actually the founder of St. Jude's. So I was kind of stunned with that fact, but it's a cool hospital. Very, very cool hospital. Look them up if you haven't. It's just a hospital that supports really kids with, fighting cancer or other illnesses, I guess is the best way to put it. And the best thing is the families never receive a bill from St. Jude's. All based on donations and support from outside sources that keeps them going. So it's pretty important to keep us do what we can as a community, not just PHG, but as a GT7 community, as a YouTube community, support where we can, when we can, use the platforms that we have available to us. And again, let's just have fun doing it.
Yeah, by all means, everybody spread the word. If you're in Papa's Discord, we have posted a what looks like a flyer that you are welcome to post to all your social accounts. Link to Papa's House of Game on YouTube so that people can come watch the live event and participate.
Indeed. We got some talented people behind the scenes here and with us today.
Super
well.
talented people that have helped put this whole thing together.
I always feel fortunate to get to see so much of the behind the scenes and be a part of it, because it's like we do these things and it's a stream and everybody streams, but there's a lot going on to make sure it's fun, it's fair, and that it actually works. And it takes a lot to do.
Yep.
It's fun seeing the people come out of the woodwork volunteering to help out.
Yeah. Absolutely. It'd be cool if we could get the PHG racing team charity coordinator in for an interview. But I'm not sure what he's up to at the moment.
I'm here.
That is PHG Mustang Chuck.
That guy.
Is he going to be around tomorrow?
I believe he is going to be around tomorrow.
We'll get a lot of info from him tomorrow.
Yeah.
During qualifying.
Make sure you tune in for night 3 of qualifying. We'll get his perspective on. He's done a lot of behind the scenes work with St. Jude themselves to make sure we get all the proper links and everything, get this put together for them. So kudos to him. Kudos to Shaggy, who's the vice president of PHG racing team, to Minister of Speed, as he is affectionately known. A resident.
I think I'm known by that in Canada. BP here, but Minister in Canada.
Yeah, right. But Shaggy himself, he's been putting all the races for our league events and this charity event. So he's been putting in a lot of behind the scenes work. Then Sal and T-Case, you guys putting in all the production time and the hours behind that. Make sure this all runs smoothly and fluently as possible. We'll see how well your training is come Saturday when I'm doing all this.
I'm going to throw that all on Salamander because I just showed up and said, what can I do? And he's really been driving the organization behind this, which is so important. You know, all us gamers statistically aren't very organized.
Not at all.
And Salamander's been working hard to try to get us organized.
Sometimes
I know I appreciate it.
Yeah, I bet it is,
like,
Sal. But it is.
Like herding cats. Cats.
I just showed up and it's like, stand here on that X marked with duct tape. Okay. Alright, I'm here. What do I do?
So not only the people that I mentioned, but we also have, a whole nother handful of people, a group of people behind that are doing all the other stuff too. So it's definitely been a team effort. Couldn't be prouder to be a part of this, and honored to be doing this on Saturday for everybody, for the kids. Go race for the kids, shall we?
Indeed. And if you are enjoying this, we are being produced by Salamander MN, which is the YouTube stream you guys are watching. If you haven't liked, please do. And also give him a sub because he has great content, great streamer, cool guy, and he's doing a lot of work here. So hit that. It looks like he's getting close to that 500 sub mark, which is a really cool thing. So we'd love to see that happen by the end of this charity event / season 2 of the PHG.
Make him a YouTube partner. Let's go.
Indeed.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's been a slow roll getting there, working on it, but trying to do, to help out with all this kind of stuff has been quite a bit of fun. Like I mentioned earlier, I got into this to just to play the game. It was a game I liked, and that went so far. But getting involved with all you guys, Papa's community, McNaughty's community, those are probably the top two. But also with Moose, with some of the other leagues I've gotten involved in, like really the whole GT7 community is a great group of people. TK's in here and a bunch of others that have their own community of people that all, rally around the game, all like to go out and have fun. TK's does his what do you call the Tuesday stuff?
Oh, TK's lobbies.
TK's lobbies on Tuesdays, where you're running primarily, road cars, sport tires. I've been around for those a couple of times, and they are a blast. So definitely give everybody, some attention. Make the rounds. Everybody's got a little something different to offer as far as what it is they're all about, and what it is that they focus on. There's something for everybody.
There definitely
between the whole of the community that we have here, each one provides something that PD and GT7 doesn't want to offer, doesn't have the time to offer. Things that the community have wanted, and the community had to take it into their own hands to deliver. Because it fell on deaf ears with PD. They don't do enough, but thankfully. We know some people.
Well, and they do provide us with the tools to. Like we said, with the lobby sizes, it's limited, but they do provide us with the platform that we're able to make these custom kind of things that work for us. It could be better for sure.
It feels bare bones sometimes, but I think we make it work.
We make it work. Yeah, exactly, and that just shows that with this community, it's this is what we enjoy doing. Like this is fun to us. This is how we want to spend our afternoons or evenings, our Saturdays, and just being able to stream and communicate and make friends and hang out with people who like the same things we do. It's really awesome.
A lot of us don't do it for necessarily fame or fortune or anything. We do it because we enjoy the time we have with each other and building memories with the game.
I'm here to get rich.
We're not going to get super rich off of this, no. But I do this because it's a way to help others get better and provide them with somewhere to come after work and to spend their time when they get bored or want something to do.
Yeah, that's exactly, and it's so good. And I think there's so many people in the chat and here who are so good about spreading the love of coming in and saying hey in the chat during the stream, dropping a like, participating, because it takes time, and like I'm guilty of not always being available in that capacity, and it's like, but it's great that people are willing to take time out of their day and show support and spend time with and encourage and lift other people up.
Well, and we've got our next
awesome.
driver has joined the lobby, BHR Fernando Buttons.
Fernando Buttons, happy Fun Time Hour Gaming from the Beehive Racing League. Come on.
Oh, and he left.
And that was enough.
Oh,
Commentator's curse.
He said no. He might have needed to go get a car or change his oil or something. Last minute, oh, I need to do that first.
I know he was having some lobby issues on Tuesday. Fernando's one who frequents my Tuesday night lobbies. So
he's also on the PS4 as well.
He was having some. No, he got a new PS5 recently.
Oh, that's right.
And so that's what he was really frustrated yesterday because he got the new PS5 and everything and was still having issues.
Oh no. Hopefully get them worked out.
Back in here, Nando.
Come on.
Hopefully he has a wired line and it's not running off Wi-Fi, because I've found sometimes Wi-Fi can work, but you want a wired connection if you can.
So much better. I agree. When I first started streaming, I think the whole first year I was doing Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I have
Helen used to yell at me every time I went to a car wash or tried to change my oil because the game would freeze up.
That's funny. I've never hardwired, but I've always had really good internet. But I just haven't ever done it. But my PlayStation is right next to the router, so that probably helps.
yeah. See, I've got the 50-foot Ethernet cable strung through the floorboards above me since I'm down in the basement.
I wish I had a basement. I miss basements. We don't have basements here.
Yeah, see, everybody has basements here in Minnesota.
You can't dig 6 feet without hitting rock.
Well, my apartment has a basement, but there's people in it, so I don't go down there. I'm on the second floor. I don't think they'll let me down there. No, I don't know them.
Everybody here converts their garage into a bonus room. So nobody parks their cars in a garage. It's all in the driveway or on the street. And then your equivalent to basement is what your garage. That's what my streaming office room is. It used to be a 1-car garage. And now
I see a lot of people turn it into a gaming room.
Yep.
And like a fun zone, maybe a pool table in there.
Basically, what you would use your basement for, either storage or bonus room, you use your garage for.
I make my rounds delivering, and a lot of people have it set up like a bar.
Oh yeah.
You just walk in, it looks like a sports bar. Got the big TV, a game on or something. Real cool stuff.
It's nice if you keep the garage door so that you can have open or close. That's always fun. Like mine, when I bought my house, they had already converted it, so they removed where the garage door would be, and it's a solid wall. But to be able to open that up when the weather's nice would be so cool.
I used to have that here with
I
a
have thought
big
about
like screen that goes over. But, yeah, you can. We used to have parties out in the garage.
Papa, you got snow just the other day, right?
Yesterday. We had snow yesterday. Freaking
It's supposed to
crazy.
be 97 degrees next week here.
Yeah, so yesterday it was 82 here in Minnesota. I mean, we're pretty close to the
What?
same latitude.
79 here.
It's been gorgeous. I got my shoulders sunburned. I wore a tank top when I drove my Mazda to work, and burnt my shoulders.
did get
I was
pretty
like,
bright.
oh boy. And then I see Papa posting about snow. Just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that
so
seems
weird that
kinda
same
surreal.
system was raining over here and it was snowing on Papa over there. Like just that little section was over Papa. Like we know he's there. I don't understand weather sometimes.
And it's not like it was just a light snow.
It was thick.
It was approaching blizzard at one
It
point.
just dropped at one time.
Yeah. Like heavy,
Surprise!
wet, slushy stuff. Yeah. Like, oh my
I'm gonna be
Lord.
in Denver next week. I'm taking a little vacation. Gonna go to a concert and do some hiking. So I'm
Red
looking
Rock?
forward to. Yeah, Red Rock. I've never been
Nice.
to that venue. Seeing a band from college that hasn't toured since college. So excited about that nostalgic experience.
You'll love Red Rocks.
I'm looking for. I've hiked all around there, but I've never
Yeah.
been to the actual concert venue. So I'm pumped, but gonna meet up with people from college that I haven't seen in a long time and do hiking and go to the concert.
Remember where you went to
Looking forward-
college? Is out in Denver?
No, I went in Chattanooga. Shout out to PHG Arrow, who we learned that I served pizza to, because I worked at the Mellow Mushroom in Chattanooga at the same time he used to eat there weekly.
It's awesome.
So I
Small
made
world.
Arrow pizza, but no, I went to college in Chattanooga, but this concert's going to be in Red Rock, so we're all going to travel out there
That's cool.
and
It's
go.
probably been
But
20 years since I've been to Chattanooga.
Chat Town, baby! Enjoy the trip. I think that's their slogan. Chattanooga, enjoy the
Yeah, we just-
trip.
Take trips all the time to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. So we
Yeah.
stop in Nashville and Chattanooga and different places, on the way up there.
Uh-huh. Coming from where?
Driving from South Mississippi.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because
That's where I grew up.
I went to school on top of Lookout Mountain, and so there's a point at Lookout Mountain where you're in Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, but not Mississippi.
Yeah,
But you can you can see them all. You can see Mississippi,
Yeah.
Tennessee, Georgia. Yeah, you see all of them from that point.
Yeah, I do miss going up there. Smoky Mountains.
It's beautiful,
The Foot
and
Hills.
the food's good. The food's real
Oh,
good.
yeah.
What do you guys think? Are we going to see a mad rush at the end of tonight?
Obviously.
Everybody out practicing?
It's not necessarily that they're practicing. This is also round 5 of Nations tonight.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
keeping
yeah.
some
Do
people
that.
from being in here right away, especially with GT1 only having 3 slots, PD.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
considered
will
that.
be a madhouse, I'm sure. Since there's
Yeah,
nothing
so
to stop them.
For me, this would be the best time to get in. There's
Mhm.
nobody
Oh,
else
yeah.
on track, nobody to interfere with you. I mean, this is, I don't know, for me, prime.
Which I do try to keep a smaller lobby for these qualifying sessions, 2 or 3
Yeah.
at the most. Sometimes it gets a little crowded, 5 or 6, but for the most part, it's just a few people. Especially with this track, you don't want a lot of people out there with you
Yeah, with it being
if you
very
can help
small.
it. And if you come in here and you feel like it's crowded, you don't have to go right away. You can let a couple people go, come back at another time.
Right.
There's going to be plenty of time for sessions, if assuming you
That-
don't show up at 9:45.
Honestly, when we did our last season, our last PHG World Series League, it was kind of cool to have Team CDR there They would all come show up for qualifying all at
Mhm.
the same time and go out as a group, and it was kind of entertaining. I
Yeah.
enjoyed DBR being there. Love to see
Seeing-
more teams. There's a bunch of teams out there, so hopefully
Yeah.
when our next
Hopefully we can get a lot of the
season starts-
RSR guys to jump in.
And you got RSR, you got DRSY, Greasy's team.
Get some Leo guy in
HR.
here now.
Leo, Las Vegas.
PHG
Bell.
Recruiter has showed up. Let's go, Leo.
What? He's gonna use a Mazda? Dude, gonna
Of course
use
he
a
is.
Mazda in here?
Of course he is.
Yes, he is. I told him about it. He's like, "Oh yes."
Unless there is a slight chance.
Oh, there's the Mazda.
Might
No, he's
actually
in the
listen to me. No, he's in the Mazda.
No. Leo, listen? No. Come on.
Motto will be
I-
listen to
I-
your heart.
I told
Oh, look at that livery. What's he got going on here?
We'll go out on track. We can take a look at it.
Right?
All I see are the pink stripes on the mirror. Come on, Leo. Got the whole world watching just you. No pressure.
Get out on track so we can look at that beautiful car.
He's like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Suddenly camera shy.
He said, "No, look away so I can come out."
Right?
Oh, here we go.
Tool.
Very nice.
I like that.
That is wild.
I think the youth say it's far out, bro.
Far
That's,
out.
that's far out.
I want to know what kind of illegal substances he was on when he designed that. That is
You know,
No,
crazy.
it's all legal now, so it's
Well, that's true. That's true. What legal substances was he on? That is.
You know, this is something that reminds me of what Don Squad would have. He has a lot of
yeah.
bands on his livery, so maybe he had something to do with it, or the idea.
Huh?
Or Leo was, consuming large quantities of stuff.
hard Mountain Dew.
Hard Mountain Dew.
Very psychedelic.
That's
now.
a-
I
good.
saw that shopping cart. He had hard Mountain Dew in there.
I've
I love
gotten the
that
hard
word,
Mountain Dew variety pack
perpendicular.
more than once.
I'm afraid of that stuff. Caffeine? No, I don't know.
It's really good, but I will say you can only have one or two, and then it's a little too much.
Or two.
Starts having too many things that rhyme with chlorine. I kind of want to stay away from it.
I like Hornet Plenty's description. Perpendicular.
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 It's
Oh,
freaking great.
horn.
Too many moon pies, right? Oh,
A 51 on the first lap.
wow.
Go,
Leo
Leo.
has came out swinging.
Is this official qualifying, or is he still warming up?
He's still warming up.
That puts him.
He probably should have
fourth
just
best
started
USA.
qualifying.
Yeah, right. That'll probably his past lap.
Yeah, that would put him in the top 10.
Yeah,
I know.
no, that-
Like, shh.
wow.
I don't think it's qualifying. You don't know.
That puts him P6 overall and the fourth best USA.
It would, yes.
That's impressive. It's almost like he loves this car.
A little bit. A little bit.
For those watching, if you don't know anything about Leo, he's all about this Mazda 3 group.
Know about all the Mazdas.
Yeah, he's
His
just all
Mazdas,
about
yeah.
Mazda in general.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, Leo's definitely gotten faster over the last,
Facts.
I'll say 6 months or so. I used to,
Facts.
Used to race against him and not have much of a problem, and now I do.
Now it's more smoky. Yes, he's definitely improved. I've noticed it as well, and might contribute that to some of the iRacing he's been doing. You know, maybe learn a few things from it.
I was just about to say that because when you do different games, even if it's not the same type of racing, you get different feels for the cars. Like I know I went on a stint of just playing the F1 game. I think it was F1 22, 23. And I played that a lot with no assist, so no ABS, no traction. And I got really good at it. And then I went back to, I think it was GT Sport at the time. And I was like seconds faster than I was before. It was crazy. Now he's just having fun. What do you think? You're fancy.
Those cones.
Now he's
You think
showing
you're
off.
fancy.
I get the high score for taking out cones, and there's a wall.
Somebody say shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Trying to drift in a
Shenanigans.
front-wheel drive car is difficult.
You gotta have McDonald's trays. I used to
When
do that.
Ludo retires, he's gonna open up a car shop that only works on Mazdas and call it Shenanigans.
Oh, good thing I have a Mazda.
Well,
But
car
I don't know
shop
that-
slash bar.
I don't know that I'd trust them to work on it, but
It might not go anywhere.
Okay, I don't know if the TT was the right choice, but it was a good choice.
I love the TT.
I have to say, I'm impressed with the Sirocco's. I mean,
Well, Shaggy,
aliens
you
are
were
driving
saying you
those,
get
so-
pretty consistent times with all 5 of the, or 6 of the options, right?
Oh, all of them are capable of 51s. It's just,
Yeah.
in the end, it's really what do you want to use for the race, and that's I'm doing the Swift. That was kind of my thing, so I'm stuck with it, whether it was going to be slow or not. But still proved that it's good, or it can be good. But the others can be faster over one lap. But the Swift might hold out a little bit better overall. It's just where do you want to be in the race itself?
Your
think they
Subazuki
need-
Swift.
Zookaboo.
Zukaboo.
Suzuki.
Yes.
They
It's
need
the
an
meta.
FF McLaren.
All right. Leo says he's
That would
ready.
be a little weird. McLaren hatchback.
Hey, I'd be all over that. I'd be okay with
Just
that.
just cut it in half. Just cut the 620 in half. Be 310.
There you go.
You have to
All
size
right,
of the
Leo.
Swift. You ready?
Did we start qualifying? He said he's ready.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Or he said ready as he's going to be.
Right.
Well, close enough.
Leo, Leo, Leo.
No pressure.
No pressure, man. We're all gonna sit here in silence and just watch you.
Under pressure.
Turn on some Queen
Yeah.
and Bowie. Don't stop me now.
Interested to see how much he throws it into that turn 1, turn 2. You know, trying to maintain speed through there is always a bit of a knife's edge, right? Like you go off just a little too much.
Yep.
Totally
done that many
destroys
times.
your lap, but if you can nail it, I mean, you can carry so much speed through there. It's just a hard one to get right.
Looks like you got a good exit there, plenty of speed, revving it out, starting his first lap. So in his practice, he got enough for P6. Can he actually make that happen in the actual live qualifying?
That was a decent line there.
He's looking smooth, that's for sure.
That's because he has no hair. How's his driving though?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yo,
That's why I'm so
lean forward
slow.
a little more. Lean
Yeah,
forward.
lean forward. Aerodynamics, man. God, that is a crazy livery. I can't get over that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Don't stare at it too long, it'll start
Right.
messing with you.
Littering and.
Good. Good.
Yeah, see this
Too
first
bad.
lap.
52-0, 52-1.
1-9.
Second hot lap.
51-29 puts him P10 overall. Puts him P6 in the USA's, which
Thousands down.
bounces
Come on, Leo.
Oak out and puts K-Dub 47 on the bubble for final race.
Well, I think it's the only driver to use the RCZ. Because
Yeah,
the
I
full car has not been used, and
Right.
he's the only one that used it.
K-Dub used it?
Since there, yeah. Since there wasn't an FF Viper, that's what he went with.
I didn't realize the Group 4 RCZ was front-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Because the Group 3 is mid-engine. It's similar to the 911, right?
Same with Audi, the TT.
Oh, yeah.
And in the
you're right.
R8,
And the R8.
It's almost a clone kind of way they did that. Doesn't make sense, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I really want Gran Turismo to put in a touring car, a TCR, a Group 5 if they want to call it that. But front-wheel drive, Honda Civic Type R, Integra, Elantra N, Audi.
Any spec groups,
Yeah, like Fast and the Furious division.
right?
Because the modern day TCRs, so like the Civic Type R's battling those Elantra N's is so good to watch. It is fun. And then I guess they even include like the BMW M2 race version, which is rear-wheel drive, but mostly you got your Mini Coopers, you got your Integras, Civics, Elantras, and the Audi RS3 like that, front-wheel drive. It's fun to watch.
It is purple.
Trying to get back into the 51s. We know he's capable. Final turn. Up in what? 2 turns. This is the long right-hander. You want to try to keep it pinned. He's up a little bit more.
Purple, yeah.
Cut it. Ooh, waiting. Now he's on the throttle. Go. Staying wide. 51. Nope.
Seemed like it was a little bit late on the throttle to get the maximum acceleration off the apex for the final.
Yeah.
You want to try to be on the gas before you make it around the apex. That way, it's tight, but that way you get the most out of that corner.
Yeah,
Just the car wants to go left.
You can see he hit it and then backed off because as soon as he hit it, he lost that feeling in the steering wheel, letting him know that the understeer was engaged.
Yeah, because it's so easy to push all the way off in that final corner. Just get off into the grass.
Yeah, once you're there, it's stuck in the grass. It won't turn right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like people, when it ends up being races like this in either the daily or GTWS, get frustrated because they're not used to driving front-wheel drive cars. But once you learn how to do it, it's really fun, but you're so used to what you're used to, and so you want to hit the gas, at this certain moment. And in a FF car, you got to wait a lot longer than you want to before you get back on the gas.
Yeah, you gotta be patient. That's what FFs are all
Coming
about.
up for the pits here.
I'd
I hope
imagine.
you will. With automatic, I have to play with the throttle a little more than I want to sometimes because it doesn't feel like the gears pick up but I actually did find a little bit of improvement on like the grip by adding TC1 with the Swift.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It didn't work too well with the other cars, but that Swift is always weird on the gearing. The first couple of gears, it just feels like it just lags too much. Like second and third, it doesn't go, and I feel like I gained a little bit of grip adding TC1.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that, but that makes a lot of sense because with how the differentials work on the different cars.
Yeah, just experiment is to get the best out of any car that you use. That's all you can do. Especially with automatic, I have to play around a little more than I want to sometimes with the cars to, get what I can out of them. Because some, it's just almost impossible to find anymore. But if you can find a 10th or two here or there, it's beneficial in the long run.
Indeed.
Just something I've been working on.
10th or two, that's what Leo needs to find.
Oh, yeah.
We saw him get to that 51 range, so he can do it.
He's also got a little bit lighter car now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been resetting. He's been driving all the way back around and pitting, so that fuel has burned off.
I'm not sure, but I also feel like the Mazda 3 is probably the heaviest of the cars.
It's
bulkiest.
I look at these things in real life with my job, and the Mazda 3 is a hefty boy compared to, like, it's bigger than the GTI, and the Sirocco is smaller than the GTI, and then everything else is smaller than that.
Yeah, the RCZ is tiny compared to it.
Up almost 10.
There we go.
But I gotta say, this Mazda 3 is one of my favorite looking cars. The Mazda 3 hatchback right now is on point for hot hatches. Come on, Leo, you got more than that. You got more than that. Tuck it in. Go, go, go.
To the wall, to the wall.
Yeah. You got on the gas early. 51, 50. Oh.
That final corner.
I think it's the same little habit with that corner. Just got to find that little bit.
Well, I did, about 20 laps with qualifying and practice last night, and I think I hit that corner right twice. It is just so tricky.
It's so much harder in the FF cars than anything else, because like we use this track a lot, especially when we use the lower, like the slower road cars. And in the rear-wheel drive cars, this final corner is nuts. Like, you can cut it, and the car rotates, and you stomp on the gas. But in the FF cars, you really got to get the back end apt to step out a little bit, so that you can stomp on it and you're going straight. And it's a matter of getting that car rotated, which is a real struggle.
Well, you don't have that option to steer with your feet, Where with the rear-wheel drive cars, you can just kind of dance on that gas pedal to kind of get the back end to swing a bit.
Well, yeah, you steer with your feet in reverse of what you're saying. Like, you hit the brake real hard and cut it, and then wait a second for that back end to step out, and then you get on. So it's like you're still steering with your feet. It's just in reverse of what you would do with an MR or an FR car. And it's harder in the group cars than it is road cars. When you're on racing tires, there's a level of grip that you don't get in the sport or comfort tires that makes the rotation a bit easier. But it is a dancing act for sure.
Looks like Leo's going to stick with that 52.129. Wasn't quite able to recreate the magic he had in practice there. It still has him P10 on the board. Of 20
nice
drivers.
Job, Leo.
Yeah, that's solid
not a bad
performance. Solid performance.
Yeah, he's like me. He was going to get into the Mazda, no matter what anyone said. Doesn't matter if the car's faster. He's in the Mazda.
Right. Yeah, it was going to be hard to talk me out of the Audi.
Right.
I did try a couple other cars, but yeah, I just like the Audi.
Yeah, the GT's a good. I usually pick that or the Volkswagen are my my go-to FFs.
Who do we got on deck? C-Dubs and Nando's back.
Nando's back.
BHR. BHR.
Ooh, and Nando's got that
Nando in the
good
Sirocco.
livery. What's he got
Sirocco.
going on here?
Got the Golf, yeah.
PK's favorite colors.
I do enjoy me a powder blue orange combo.
Yeah, I like it too because you're easy to spot on track when we're in the same race.
You can watch
You know,
me crash.
Yeah, I know right where you're at.
Oh man, my dailies lately have just not been going my way.
D-Dubs.
Ooh, we got the America Canada combo. That's the second one we've seen. Cole had the other one earlier.
We got to get that other decal downloaded, Sal, if we haven't already.
Yeah, I actually was uploading it earlier in the stream here on the
Oh, okay.
website. I just
Cool.
need to actually go share it in the game now.
Nice. Very nice.
Well,
Joe
he's got
Collins
the,
did a great
like-
job of getting that down to the right size so we could upload it.
Joe knows what he's doing. If y'all haven't checked out Joe Collins, Draxus, check him out, man. He's helped me out a lot. He's gotten my logos in the game. He's always happy to help. He has his PayPal listed in the Discord if you want to tip him for his lovely services. But he does for those of us who have no clue what we're doing when it comes to getting decals and stuff sized right or be the right format. He'll take care of that for you.
Yes, you will.
Just want to remind Fernando that he can use soft tires for qualifying.
Nando,
Use those
soft
soft,
tires,
Nando.
Nando.
Just making sure he puts on the correct ones.
Right. That would be
Well,
classic
we-
Fernando.
While we're doing shout outs, I also want to shout out Cold Blight, who is I guess
Yes.
the official PHG musician. He's probably created 6 full albums of PHG music and background music for us. So
Mm-hmm.
Cold Blight, shout out to you. Go check him out on his YouTube channel, Cold Blight.
Blight.
All he does, he posts royalty and copyright-free music for anyone to use. And his channel is growing pretty freaking rapidly. I'm
Yeah.
pretty impressed with him.
I use him for all my videos now. I used to, try to find whatever YouTube or whatever provided, and like sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And
Yeah.
now for all my slot car videos, unboxing videos, anything where I need filler music, also my intro to my stream is Cold Blight, and I always put in the description, music by Cold Blight. But he also has a Discord as well, where you can, get his music, and I mean, he does an awesome job. Awesome job. And if you watch Papa's stream, those PHG specific with the beautiful lyrics, and you're like, man, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's from Cold Blight.
All right, Nando on the right tires. C-Dubs. Good luck, guys.
Yes, I wanted everyone to have a fair shot at this and let them know that it was soft tires that they can run.
Yep.
I mean, you could run the hard tires. They will not die the entire qualifying, but don't think you want to try them for that long.
Kind of like the shadowing he's got going on in his livery.
Race worn,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
a little dirty after a 24-hour race.
Watch him dive it into turn 1 here.
Extended. I like doing with this, instead of a nice oval, you want to diamond it a little bit. Kind of find the apex within the corner, but center it. That way you get the most out of the corner exit.
Keeping it tight. $52,687. Dubs with a 52,189.
$52,189.
Yeah, the Audi is definitely the most popular choice. Not necessarily the best, but hey, I don't know, he's making it look pretty well.
C-Dub's up
Yeah.
3/10 on his time. He's currently sitting P12 in the order, Fernando in P18. In fact, C-Dubs is right now the 7th spot of the USA qualifier.
He's flying. He's flying.
Yeah, he is purple.
This is going to be well into the 51s. 51.6?
51,947.
Oh.
I think that final turn is getting everyone. Like, you'll beat up 3 tenths going into that, and you'll somehow lose a tenth and a half. You just don't get it right. Plus, he also has the tire where that hurts that steering, that exit just a little bit.
And I think you're
And he's
inclined
still
to
advancing.
push up the hill, right? You're pushing up the hill on a left-hander, then to snap into the right. And I think a lot of people are overheating their tires trying to push up this hill that we're watching Fernando and C-Dubs go up.
C-Dubs is purple.
So everybody's up. Yeah, everybody's up, but then tires are hot, carry a little too much speed, not being able to cut in, you're running wide.
And then it just is glued.
Yep.
Glued, and there it goes.
Yep. So it's almost
That many
taking
times.
that penultimate turn a little slower so that you can stay tighter to the end. I mean, I haven't
So
run
not
this,
the,
but that's what I'm observing.
yeah.
Yes,
You'll
nice
feel like
job,
you
Leo,
have
with the
all
no
the grip
assist.
until you get up that corner. You get to that last little bit, and it just all comes downhill for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can feel the car losing balance.
They're gonna want to, get on the throttle. Get on the throttle. You're cutting in left. Take it easy. Don't overcook it. Now you want to keep it tight. How tight can you keep it here? There we go. There we go. That was much tighter. This is just the outlap.
Yep, that was the outlet.
That was a good. That
It's a good
looked
outlap.
good. That looked good. Compared
It's
to
Actually
like
what
has
we've
the
been
most
seeing.
tire on the
outlap.
outlap.
Yeah, it's night and day from the outlap to the first hot lap on how it feels right there. You go from, hey, it feels pretty good, and then you're like, what happened?
Yeah, he's up.
Purple.
71,000.
Felt like you jumped into a different car.
Fernando comes in here to get rid of those worn tires he's on.
Yeah, he is. I
Yep.
got him up on my screen. He's in the pits right now.
C-Dubs is still purple, barely.
See, he was barely purple, but maybe.
You
Get
get
a
this.
better exit.
Yeah.
A good exit that time.
If you can lose 2/10,
There we go.
you can
Very good
gain
exit.
2/10.
Very good
Oh,
exit.
damn.
That's going to put
That's
him
a-
right behind me.
That's incredible. So you got to sacrifice that there at the end, which is so counterintuitive. You know you're purple sector 1, you're purple sector 2, but you maybe don't want to be purple sector 2. You want to be slightly down sector 2 so that you can purple sector 3 and get the better lap time.
Yeah, Poppy's only
There's a
half a
couple
tenth
ways to
behind
take.
you.
There's
Yeah.
a couple ways to take that left hand uphill. You can go and put it on the apex and kind of ride the curb a little bit, but you're kind of pushing a little too hard, or you can let off just a hair to make that corner out the final apex a little bit better. It's mix and match. I was up 2/10 when I did my lap because I actually got the first corner right, but by the time I made it all the way back around, it broke even.
It's
Fernando's
so
on his
wild.
first hot lap here.
Go, Nando.
You got. Every sector, every turn affects the next turn. And so, like we see here, he's down 2.5 tenths. But that doesn't mean his whole lap's going to be down 2.5 tenths. He could pull it back, or it could go worse.
That's how I feel about Autopolis. When you take a turn there, you're setting up for the next 3 turns. You botch that first one, the next 2, next 3 are going to be a half second slower. And Suzuka's very similar to that. I know this is only the short layout, but further down in the long course, it gets a lot of that. You make one little mistake and you've ruined half the lap.
Yeah, I wonder if that's my problem in Nürburgring. You mess up the first turn, and then the next 100 are just screwed up.
The next 150 plus are just shot.
No, it's a flow track. It's a flow track.
Like, yeah, you can mess up like 2, but you better not mess up 3.
Yeah, just up another 10. Look out, Papa.
No. No, go ahead. Get it, C-Dubs. Thinking I want to be
Very
in the
good.
poodle race
Very
anyway.
good exit.
That was good, yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, he got it. Pulled a 51.5.
Nice. Very nice.
But C-Dub's 3rd overall. Man has been having a hard time improving on his 2nd lap.
But here's the thing, though. A lot of these people that are putting fast times, you know, with these cars, they might not be in these cars for the race.
Right.
You really never know. I know of a couple people that might not be in the car that they qualified in. I'll still be in the Swift. Doesn't matter. I don't care if it's slow or not. It's going somewhere.
Checking on C-Dubs as he comes across. He'll have just one more lap. Fernando will get one more after this.
Come on, Nando.
I believe in you, Fernando.
Seriously, his car does look like it's made like 40 laps in a row here, and it needs a car wash. Look at all that brake dust.
Heavy duty.
It's like, why do you have brake dust on top of the car?
A lot of brakes. A lot of brakes.
You don't want to know. If you have to
Your
ask,
barrel roll.
Yeah, if you have to ask.
C-Dubs was purple after the first sector, but lost about 4 tenths in the 2nd sector.
Yeah, that left front's just gonna get
But
worse.
he already made a huge statement with the
Yeah,
51.5.
oh, Nando,
Yeah.
it happens.
Stay in it. Stay in it.
Full send on
Power
that last
through.
Keep
corner.
it pinned.
Full send.
All right, so
Nice
Fernando
job, you
settles
guys.
in at a P18 in our list of qualifiers. C-Dubs with a P3 performance, second
E3.
of the USA qualifiers.
Nice. Right behind Jorge in USA.
Yep.
Nice. Very nice. Jorge, Racer 51, and C-Dubs 1, 2, 3 right now.
So that puts Leo on the bubble for the USA qualifiers for the main. Canadians, we still have just 5 Canadians so far. We need 2 more just to fill out their roster.
Root.
So I know Root's out there practicing. I think Sheldala just is looking at coming in.
And Rick is under the weather
Rick
a little
Shear.
bit.
Okay.
Yes, he's battling a cold something.
Well, Lewis Hamilton and Michael Jordan both dominated when they had the flu. So, come on,
That's for
Rick.
Jordan. Jeez.
Yeah, come on, Rick. No excuses.
I'm gonna drop 40 in the first half and leave.
Yeah.
Look at the best
Right.
players of all time. They did it. You should do it too.
Well, the Kurt Schilling bloody sock. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can overcome anything. Well, Brett Favre with broken fingers every freaking game.
Well, American football's different because they're just getting unloaded with drugs to go out there.
Yeah,
and play.
right.
It's a little bit different. You saw Varsity Blues, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Didn't I think Matthew Stafford like dislocated a shoulder or elbow or something? Threw a touchdown and was like, "I'm done."
Yep.
Wins the game. All right, we can go home now.
I'm gonna be hurting for so long.
Right.
C-Dub says he used premium fuel. Cheated. So we have a
premium.
third cheater in our mix.
It was the one. It was the one labeled Renault.
No, the Renault fuel.
Or is that Jorge driving for C-Dubs? Is that the problem?
Maybe. Very possible.
Jorge's like, no, I would have gone faster.
Well, then it would have
Hey,
been
I have
too
an
obvious.
alibi. I want here.
Oh yeah, you don't want the teacher to know you cheat, so you get some wrong on purpose.
Actually, we all employed WID this time.
Jeez.
Mm.
Talk about fast.
Right.
He's got like 5 screens up right now.
I still want to see a race between Wid, Mullet, and Paco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And have some sort of NRL All-Star race.
The
I was actually thinking of
Champions League.
I was thinking of a race of champions actually.
Yeah.
Race of champions and as well as race winners.
Well, that means
Can have a lot.
we'd have to be in it because we won Moose Wars.
Exactly.
Moose Wars.
Between Moose Wars and NRL and PHG World Series. Oh yeah. BHRL.
PHRL.
Is BHRL going to have a season 2 here soon? I thought I'd heard
I
rumors
think
that
so.
they were going to start one up.
I think I did hear something about it.
Yeah, they're working on it.
I don't know what dates are, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the works.
Oh, just tell B. Let me know.
Sure.
I'll help out if I can.
Wait,
It's like once you venture out, you do find out that there are a lot of leagues out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. A lot of leagues, a lot of teams that we haven't even heard of, or seen, or may never even see.
And I'll be randomly looking through YouTube on a Saturday or a Sunday and come upon a lot of different leagues I've never even heard of before.
Yeah.
And they're pretty packed, like a lot of talent and their own commentary as well. And it's always something.
I think
Yeah,
it's even
there's
more
groups that-
popular, over in Europe. It seems to be an even bigger thing over there.
If only we
Well,
had NASCAR.
There's so many people who
You
just have given up on PD and given up on dailies and whatnot, and they don't even do daily. Like there's like 6 people that show up every week for my lobbies that don't touch dailies unless it's daily race A with the right combo.
And a lot
But
of
they're
those guys-
so fast.
Well,
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
like-
of those guys I've raced in the past, and when they had tuning only dailies, I saw a lot of them, and I would,
Yep.
be seeing their names up there with mine all the time. Yeah, they don't do. I don't care for dailies either, unless it's just play around or whatever, but not for actually. Oh, I gotta inflate my rank just to do it. Like no, I don't
I
care.
haven't run a daily race in probably 2-3 months at this point.
Yeah.
Occasional race A maybe, some road car that's really
That's
cool.
Just too fun to pass up.
Yeah.
I think the last one I did was a daily A. I forget which one that was.
That Suzuka one actually was really nice. What was that, the Renault? I forget what that was. Older car, 80-something.
Uh-huh.
What was that?
I don't remember now.
Like an R4? What was that? Or was it an Audi? I can't remember.
But yeah, they do all sorts. And then like Flaw Genius Gaming, one of the commentators from NRL, he's now involved with a FIA accredited South African race esports racing league that does Gran Turismo.
I
So
have
it's
seen
like
that.
it's affiliated with the actual FIA. It's all South African drivers, but then the commentators are all over the place. And it's like it's crazy good, and it's on Gran Turismo. So there's so much potential, and you know, we just got to take it into our own hands, which PHG has been doing. Shaggy, you've been doing, to create fun, different alternatives to keep us satisfied with this game.
Yeah, and I keep everybody able to vote for what they want. You know, give them a head-to-head track vote, or what group they want to use, and you know, we're going to start running different ones in the coming time, different spec races and whatever. Taking in different ideas and seeing what we can do with it. Just keep it fun.
Yeah. A really fun one would be fun to do a league is the Red Bull Junior. Either on like racing hards or the different sport compounds.
I was actually thinking the Radical.
The Radical too, yeah. Similar.
Yeah.
You just don't have to do the double shift in the Red Bull Junior that you have
That's
to do
true.
in the Radical.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're the same concept. It's a mild it's a downforce car with low power.
Yeah,
So-
and I remember we ran those in NRL before.
Yep.
Mhm.
Season 1.
Season 1, actually.
And it was here at Suzuka.
Exactly, yeah. And those were pretty fun, actually. I mean, I don't know how they are now, but yeah, I'm sure they're still good.
We've done I've done lobbies with just the Radical, and I've done lobbies with just the Red Bull Junior. Both so much fun. But it's just like it gives you the downforce stuff that the people who like Group 1 and Super Formula and stuff like, but then it's low power for the people who like MX5 Cup type stuff. It's like the perfect blend of the two, where you still get downforce, but they're not crazy fast. You get close wheel-to-wheel racing. It's good fun.
That makes me think of the Racing Academy cars that they have. You still got the downforce, lower speeds and whatever, but it's still competitive and easy, pretty easy to drive.
Yeah, it's
Comparable
like
to the higher series.
F3, F4, where it's enough that you need to know what you're doing, but not too much.
Right.
To where you have to be like the most precision driver.
And that's the thing. I mean, as much as we harp on PD and GT7, I mean, there's still an almost unlimited potential, even in its current iteration. Most people concentrate on the car track combo and trying to, get unique stuff there. But I mean, then you throw in time of day, rain, number of laps, or length of the race, and all the strategy involved there can certainly make for vastly different experiences when you're trying to put something together. It could be lots of fun. I mean, I've had a lot of fun doing the endurance stuff over in IRO. I mean, a 2-hour-long race really is a different animal than 30-minute sprints.
Yep.
I've seen some other people trying to do 3-hour and 4-hour, endurance races, which, I mean, you definitely want to be practiced up for those. I mean, you end up making something catastrophic in the first couple laps. It's like, oh, I got 3 more hours with like no chance.
Yeah. And strategy is something like strategy isn't something you just know. It's something you have to research.
Yeah.
And it's one thing like, hey, what's the strat for Nations or Manu? A 45-minute race. What's the strat? That's easy to figure out. Well, it's not easy, but enough people figure it out for you, right?
Right.
But when you enter these leagues, there's nobody to figure out for you but you or other people in the league. So
Well-
you got to do it, which is going to make you better.
And that's what gives
The
us more of an
simplest thing you can
appreciation
do.
for what Shaggy's doing too, which is to make these combos and to figure out how to get some strategy. You know, you got to find that right balance where it's like, well, you could do a 2-stop or you could do a 1-stop, and the difference is minimal. What's it going to be? You know, rather than
Y'all are
having
gonna have
it
a
be
lot
obvious.
of you're gonna have a lot of options for strategy coming up, especially with the qualifying, which I guess I've dubbed it dynamic qualifying, where the qualifying lobbies will and possibly be different than the actual race itself to start. Like you might hop into a qualifying lobby and it's set to just rain. It's always going to be the same, but that's where you have to qualify. I took that idea from like F1, where you might be watching qualifying on a Saturday and it's raining, right? And then that's what they have to deal with. But then when they start the race on Sunday, it's a dry day. It might be some rain later on. It's, you know, it's pretty dynamic. So I didn't like that. So like if you went into a weekend, it can change. Like it's gonna be, you'll be able to prepare for it. It's not gonna change like I'm just gonna change my mind at the last minute and then say it's rain and then it's dry on the day and you show up and you haven't practiced that. It's still gonna be the same, but it's just like it gives you a change of pace for what you're used to. So like the first race might start out with being dry for the qualifying, which I think that's what it's going to be. It's Nürburgring endurance, and then the race will start in the wet. You know, something like that. Plus, we also go to Spa, and we go to Suzuka. So there's going to be those different dynamics for it, which will give you an idea because you might be fast in the dry, but then not as good in the rain. So you have to adjust a little bit.
I'm just curious if anybody in chat has had any experiences with St. Jude or know somebody that has. I was just reading some of the reviews on their website and stuff and stories.
Yeah,
Curious
it's so
if
cool.
anybody's-
Like, I mean, if you live here and you've ever been to the hospital, you know that's such a dread of getting that bill, even if you have insurance. It's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to afford this? And then if it's your kid, I don't have children. I have lots of nieces and nephews that I'm very fond of. And just the idea of like, obviously you want to do everything you can. And to also have to think about, well, am I going to be able to pay rent, mortgage, whatever payments you have on top of that. And to know that there is an organization, a group that's going to be taking care of that for you, for your child is unbelievable.
Totally agree. I mean, thankfully, none of my kids or grandkids have had any serious issues like that. So, but
It's like my nephew was actually born with a hole in his heart. So thankfully, they were able to get different things that happened. They didn't have to go to St. Jude, but it was an option for them. But I think they were able to get it, everything fixed and they care, like taken care of before having to go, like a prolonged kind of visit to that. But he grew up, fine and recovered and everything, and there was no other issues. I think he still has like asthma, but that's about it. Like it's just a few other different things that weren't necessarily a part of that, but other than that, he's he grew up healthy and everything. So that's probably the closest experience I've had with that, or anybody I know.
That's good that was the outcome.
Yeah.
For sure. But I mean, that's so scary, and it's I don't know. To me, it's silly that we have to worry about our wallets when it comes to taking care of ourselves and the people we care about. But that is the reality we live in, and to have an organization that we can raise money for and contribute to, so that other people don't have to think about that when it comes to their children, is really important.
Let's see. It looks like we're closing in on the last hour of qualifying for today. Some of those guys out there that
Last hour.
are thinking about whether to come in, lay a time down. No time like the present.
The water's great. Come on swimming. South Texas, it's nice and warm, y'all. Get your swimsuits on. Get those tan lines taken care of. Let's go.
It was snowing yesterday.
I have sunburned shoulders, okay? My shoulders are red.
A
And
nice
it's not from
80
my
degrees.
tattoos. It's the non-tattooed portions that are red.
Kind of highlighting what needs to be tattooed next. Fill in the blank.
Fill it in.
I'm sure we can fit PHG somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'll actually have to get the American Canadian logo
The
somewhere.
problem is tattoos hurt worse and worse the older you get. So I'm glad
Get
I
them all
got
now.
as many as I got in my 20s and early 30s. Because now I'm like, ow, stop, that hurt. Don't touch me.
I think I'm immune to that kind of pain. As far as I was a welder for years, so I'm used to little burns here and there. And
Oh, yeah.
now it's just like it tickles.
I wish. And I also got all the easy spots done. So it's like every spot I have open now, it's like, oh man, my ribs? No, thank you.
Now that I
got-
don't know about.
I got my sternum, my nips, my belly button. All that has ink in it. And that hurt. But now I just have my ribs and my spine. No, thank you.
Pass.
What about
Yeah, I
your
don't get
face?
that there either.
That's like the thing now.
No, I'm gonna keep that done. I do want to get. I have one finger. I have a little alien on my knuckle, but I do want to get my hands done. I've been waiting a long time. There was that period where they're like, you can't get a job if you have tattoos,
Right.
and I proved them wrong, and wore long sleeves and got tattooed where it wasn't visible, and now I can wear short sleeves and shorts. And now I'm like, okay, I want my hands done.
Business
definitely-
casual.
Business casual.
Yeah.
Neck, I wouldn't mind my neck, other than I don't think I can handle that. I have my like collarbone close to my neck done, and the sense, like I could feel it in my pinky and in my opposite ear. And I was like, I don't know that I can handle my neck. I don't know about that. That's too many nerves.
Like when one nerve triggers something on the opposite side of your
Uh-huh.
body, and you're like, why?
Why? What? I don't know if you watch Severance, but when Mark is going through deintegration, and he's like, "What?" Because it's making his whole body go crazy. It's like that.
Oh, someone's joining.
Here we go.
Oh, better
Better
Dan. Ooh, this could be a good one.
Can't find a better Dan.
Ahoy!
In the Swift, there is another.
With a very nice black and red livery there. I like it.
I think that's the default.
Is it really?
Yes, I think it is.
I wouldn't have picked that as the default Suzuki livery.
Yeah, it's got the Gran Turismo and the windshield and the numbers. Pretty sure it's.
It's gotta be.
Well, it looks sharp. Well
I mean,
done, Gran
hey.
Turismo.
I mean, the car is pretty sharp already, so
Yeah.
it's gonna really do anything. But especially the black rims and what I'm assuming is Brembo brake pads.
See, this is one of the ones I see, not like the racing edition, but from Mexico, I see Suzuki Swifts. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Why don't we got the SX4. And that was
Yeah, I
kinda-
know.
Kinda
It's so
lame.
lame. I've seen them.
They tried to
remember those
compete
ones
with
on-
the Mini Cooper, and it was like, no.
I've seen a couple of those, and I'm like, why? It's not the Swift.
It's like the Toyota Matrix. Toyota Matrix could have been so cool. / Pontiac Vibe. It just wasn't. But the Swift, that's a good looking car.
Horn in the chat asking about the livery contest. The livery contest is judged by the chat. All the viewers will be judging. Which, as a reminder for anybody looking at getting involved that maybe doesn't want to race, we do have the livery contest. Go to the papashouseofgame.com website. It's pinned in the chat. Go check out what's going
Also,
on there, how to get involved with the charity event, whether it be as a driver, as a livery designer, or both. You can do both.
Or both. Yeah. Get after it. Now wait, can I be in the... I didn't even ask about this. Can I be in the livery competition?
Sure.
If I'm... Oh.
Everybody except Salamander and RJ.
Because they're too freaking good.
Right.
Hey.
Exactly.
Maybe try not to be so good at something for once in your life.
The number of
Well, I
custom
think my
order
last 3
liveries.
seasons of NRL have proven that out.
Very cool. I don't know about the Nova, but I think I can come up with something good for that van.
See, what we were going with is that the van has a lot of real estate to work with. But the Nova is impossible to make it not look cool.
It's
I
cool
like it.
by default.
Yeah,
Right.
it's cool.
Like,
It
I can
just
imagine
is
some cool
cool.
hot rod liveries. I mean, you can make with it what you want. You know, you can cater to PHG, cater to St. Jude's, just make it hot rod-ish. I mean, there's lots of directions you can go.
I mean, I do love putting flames on things.
Nova is like built to have
Nova.
flames on it. I mean, I
Yeah,
would say
that's
that.
Built for flames. It's like a flaming hot Cheeto.
Just give somebody an idea. Well, yes, my car is a flaming hot Cheeto now.
It's a lime taki flavor.
Ghost pepper.
Mm,
I'm a lead
please
on.
and thank you.
The good thing about the
Instant.
Swift here is that it maxes out its top end here, so it's perfect. Because if it had
all you
any
need.
more of a straightaway, it would not be too well. It's like, 141? Nope, can't do no more. I'm sorry. It's hilarious driving this at Le Mans against anything else. It's like, where's my other gears? Well, that's all they gave us.
That's all you need.
Really long gears to go nowhere.
Is this official qualifying, or is he
Yep.
still warming
It's
up?
official. Yes, he's
Okay.
officially
This is
qualifying.
first hot lap.
First hot lap. All right.
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Using
Hold
all
on to
the
your
track.
butts.
Once this car hits 85.
You won't even know.
See,
Too bad it really gets
we
to
go with
85.
51.6. Dan, that's my guess.
51
On
He's
the
had
first
enough
hot
time.
lap?
He can definitely do it. It's a very good delta right there for that.
51.6 would put him ahead of both you and Shaggy,
Yeah, I know.
right around SPC.
Oh my. Look at this. 51.5.
Oh! Oh!
Boom!
First lap.
Told him. Hey, I told him Swift is the meta.
Can't find a better day.
Better Dan has arrived. He's right behind C-Dubs. He was, what? 0.041.
Yeah, just behind him. Fantastic.
Just ahead of Cole. He is the
And boom goes the dynamite.
P3
says
American
Jorge
right now.
Senior.
Ooh, I
Better
gotta be
Danny
getting close to the
celebrating in the
bubble.
chat.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, Mustang Chuck's around.
Duck.
Never heard of him.
All right, we're gonna do it in a Swift.
First thing first, he's the swiftiest.
Congrats, Chuck, on your P2
It's always-
Nations.
Oh, very nice, Chuck.
Nice job, Chuck. Congrats, man.
GGs. It's funny to watch the inputs on front-wheel drive cars versus the rest. It's so much jerkier. It's so much harder to be smooth on the FF cars because you're dealing with all that understeer and trying to get on the power, and so it always looks kind of clunky. Even if it doesn't feel clunky, it looks clunky as you try to put a lap together.
Oh yeah. It doesn't make sense when you find speed. You're like, how? That felt awful.
Oh, he's up.
And he
Five
found
and a
some
half,
speed. So we're going to see when he finishes. So we determined that you got to sacrifice a little bit in this middle sector to optimize, which it looks like he sacrificed. Is that going to pay off here as he comes around the final corner? Can he keep it tight? Keep it tight. Keep it tight. He's on the throttle early. He kept off the grass. Nope.
It's so hard to do better than what you've probably already done with these cars. Like you hit that point and you're like, oh, what else can I do?
Yeah.
Especially with it being such a short lap.
Yeah, you find that limit and that's the limit.
I don't know about you
That's
guys, but there's been
like-
so many times I'll grind the track, grind it, trying to get faster. And then I take a lap and I like purposefully go slow, or I get into a line that's like, ruin that corner, and then I'm up by 0.2. Like, oh, so I've been doing the wrong line the whole time.
It's that smoothness. Like smooth is fast, and sometimes when you're pushing, you're not smooth, and then when you let off and kind of roll in through the corner, it ends up being faster.
Yep.
I think when a lap doesn't make sense that it's fast, like a line is like, how is that faster? Like, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. It's like just a little bit of physics here and there, and like, what did I do? And then you can't repeat it ever again.
Well, I've had a bunch of times I'll be grinding on like a time trial and get to a point where it's like, all right, I need to go watch what the pros did. And I'll go watch, McCabe or somebody and how they did their lap. And as I watch it, it's like, okay, yeah, it looks like that's all the same stuff I'm doing. And then I go back and run my lap, and all of a sudden I'm a half second up. Like there's some level of confidence I was missing that now that I see somebody else do it, like all of a sudden it works.
Like you might be able to push a car a little further into a corner than you did yourself, and you're like, wow, they made that look easy. I can go do it myself, and you just take off the chains, whatever's holding you back, and
Kept it tighter.
let it go.
Nice. Nice.
That was close. That was close.
Ooh,
And
just a little
barely.
bit.
One.
He found a veterinarian.
He is now.
I think that last little bit, you can let it run out to the left a little bit more. I feel like that little jerk back to the right to try to get it to the wall does scrub a little speed.
Yeah.
Like it's either or kind of thing.
He is less than 100th behind C-Dubs now.
Resetting for another go.
He's now exactly a 10th up on Cole. So these top times are getting tighter as we get more drivers in. Which, I mean, when you've got a track where the lap times are under a minute, you're bound to have really tight times.
Yeah. Well, and this is like the class is so tight. It's just the FF Group 4s.
Right.
It's almost a single make. It's not quite. It's not quite. There are some differences, but for qualifying, it's almost a single make.
Well, honestly, that
So-
kind of makes the race a little more fun. You can have different cars, but they're well matched. you know, where the bop actually works, does make it more enjoyable.
Yep.
Okay, that is one race day that I remember was actually kind of nice. As much as I hate Laguna Seca, they had the FF Group 4 cars there, and they were all actually really good for, you know,
Yeah.
the track itself.
Yeah.
That was actually awesome for once.
That's what we try to do for our lobbies when we do more than one car. Like, we do a lot of single make stuff on my lobbies, but like this last week we had 3 different mid-engine cars, a Lamborghini, I don't even remember now. Oh, a McLaren and the Ford GT, and it was like they were all very different to drive, but when it came down to lap times, they were spot on. And so it really came down to driver preference. Which car can you handle better, and which track is more suited? And it just makes for a good race.
Ooh, that was a good final turn.
Yep. Keep it. Ooh.
Just over a 10th down.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ah.
it was going so well.
It always is, isn't it? Always
Yeah.
is.
Well, he's gonna have one more hot lap after this reset.
Come on, Dan.
Yeah,
See
51.5.
it.
That's a very respectable time already.
Oh, yeah.
Which I kind of expected out of Dan.
Yep.
I tell you, when we did the last PHG
expected
exhibition, the
51
first
too.
2 races, I spent a lot of time around Better Dan. He's a really fun one to race with. You know,
Indeed.
definitely want to give
I
him
agree.
a shout out. I very much enjoyed racing against him each time I did.
Especially if Toon was commentating, give him a reason to sing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Start throwing out his Pearl Jam, his Eddie Vedder impression.
Can't find a better day. Also, Better Dan does do guitar lessons for those who want over the internet guitar lessons.
Nice.
Hit up Better Dan. He does guitar lessons. Very talented.
I really hope he can teach somebody Yellow Lead better. Just because. Like, come on.
Hung it in there.
Final lap, baby.
You have to nail this final corner.
The S's are so fun for racing. They really are. When you can go wheel to wheel through all that, it's so fun.
Yeah, win.
When
I feel like I would love the.
these
Wins
cars
the
you
issue.
can. These cars you can.
Whoa, okay.
Style points.
Can't find a better lap.
The end.
We'll
Nice
we'll
job,
watch
Dan.
that fun a little bit. Where he pulls the e-brake.
If he'd found a cone, he would have did a nice side profile pip. And
All right, so Vetter Dan, P4 on our speed chart, P3 for the American drivers. Well done.
Nice job, Dan.
In a Suzuki.
Super
told you, meta.
Shaggy, you said you qualified in the Suzuki, right?
I did.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, so we've got
Obviously.
3 different manufacturers in the top 4 drivers. 2 VWs, an Audi, and a Suzuki.
I think I'm getting pushed pretty close to the bubble, aren't I? Got to be for the USA Canada
I
race.
think
You
you're
are
6,
P5
maybe?
for USA.
Oh, P5. Yeah.
P5.
I'm still 5. Okay.
P7 is Mr. Ormond. So Leo just got bumped out. Poor Leo.
Yo.
So he has to leave the island now? Okay.
All right, so we've had 23 qualifiers so far. I know we are going to cap this at about 70, so we got room for 47 people to rush in the last 40 minutes of today and the 3 hours of tomorrow.
It's going to be a madhouse tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't
hope
even
you're up-
think about.
I hope you're up for it,
Banner
2Ks.
today.
Do what?
Yeah, tomorrow night's stream is going to be over on T-Case's YouTube channel, so make sure you guys go hit that notification bell so you know when we go live tomorrow.
Be 7 p.m. Central. We're going to be rocking it. It's going to be chaos. We're going to have the same crew.
It's gonna be cray cray.
Cray cray indeed. It'll be fun. We'll have
I'm
a
going to
good
pretend
time.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, you heard it. You heard it.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Johnny Boy,
Let's
no,
hear
this
my
is open
mom
to
say
everybody.
chilling.
Johnny
It's
Boy,
not
come on
already-
in.
You already
Here
know
comes
what
Shell.
it is.
Shell's on the way.
Oh, the
practice.
With no
Dologist?
practice.
Shell no practice
on,
my
Shell.
foot. No practice my foot. Dude's
I
been
know.
practicing on the DL
All day. You know
all
he has.
day.
Going to come in
I
and
mean, he
drop
did tell me this book is fast. I'm like, yeah, I know it is.
it.
And Papa, I believe we do have. Hasn't Chuck gotten the donation link all set up and ready to go with St. Jude's? Do we want to post that to the website ahead of Saturday, or do we want to post that Saturday morning?
Good question.
Because I think we were planning on leaving the donations up for what, a week or so.
A week after
Yeah,
the
give
stream,
people a
right?
chance to rewatch the stream. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Spread the word. This isn't. We're doing this in GT7 because it's what we all love to do.
Right.
But certainly bring in people that aren't necessarily, your typical YouTube watcher or your typical racer, because this really is about, giving back to the community, saving some kids, that kind of stuff. I mean, we're having fun, but remember, like what we're trying to do in this particular instance.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably would be a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean the longer the better. Longer something's up, if it's
All right,
early.
I'll get with Chuck to see if I can get that link, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll get that up on the website tonight even.
Okay. Cool. And maybe we can drop it on all the corresponding streams as we go throughout the weekend here.
Yep.
I like it.
So we're in another Volkswagen. Sheldologist already got his outlap taken care of. Coming in.
I think he's still
Keeping it
practicing,
tight.
right?
Oh, this is, yeah. He's not ready, but this is his first practice outlap.
Yes.
And
Chuck, yeah,
he
thanks,
uses
Chuck.
a wheel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty
Watching
sure
this.
he's the one who said, "Hey, let's have a U.S. versus Canada race." I said, "Where would you like it?" I don't know, somewhere short, Group 4, FF cars. Okay,
So this is Shell's idea.
Here we are.
it is.
Here, and here we are.
I feel like Rick had something to say about it too, but I know Shell for a fact because I'm pretty sure I was in one of his streams and we were talking about it. So I was like, all right, done.
Can do.
I have the power. I just don't want to spend a lot of money. Like, we have the technology. We just don't want to spend a lot.
We'll see just how much I can multitask here. If I can get that link up on the website while we're doing this.
I believe in you.
You can do it.
A shell runs wide.
Yeah, I did.
And the crowd goes wild.
Bonesaw is ready. Oh wait, that's for Duke Thunder.
I was actually thinking the Macho Man promo, and the cream rises to the top. Ooh.
Yeah, Johnny, get in here, man. Get a qualifying lap in. Let's get you
Let's
guys to the
go,
race
Johnny
on
boy.
Saturday.
That's right. We gotta get the other BHR driver who been around quite a bit with us. Because him and Fernando have to end up like side by side in every race together, you know.
Right, they do. Almost like bees to honey.
Right.
Made me actually think of the Mighty Ducks, the Basham brothers. He's gotta come through the field, take out everybody.
2 minutes.
That's what you're
Well
doing,
worth
Johnny.
it.
And they're on their trail.
The Bash Brothers. Johnny boy gonna practice tonight, quali tomorrow.
That'll work.
Gonna be wild. I think the kids say lit these days. Gonna be lit.
Say lit. Or what is it? On fleek?
Oh, the Fleekers. Yes.
All right, that one's new. God, I'm old.
It's new and old. There you go.
It's gonna be popping. All right, it's gonna be popping.
On a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, got a car speed.
A little golf Audi TT action going here. Looking fly. That's what the kids are saying these days, right? Fly? Yeah. Fly. For show.
Pretty
Show.
fly.
Uh-huh. Fly for a shelldologist, that's for sure.
Fly for a shell guy.
There you go. I was just gonna say.
I actually heard that song today, so.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis.
Our subject isn't cool, but he thinks it anyway.
There's so many references in that song that
Man.
that you can
Ricky
always
Lake.
go on Ricky Lake.
It's still classic.
Who's that?
Well, kids. I don't know. They don't really do talk shows like they used to.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really compare it to anything now. It's like, okay, well, these people that you see interviewed on YouTube,
You know the TikToks? You know
Or
the TikToks? It's like
Before they were
that.
dancing.
But you would wait till 4:30 on Wednesday afternoon, and you could watch it when you got home from school. And it was
back when Jerry
crazy.
Springer
It was
was a talk
crazy.
show. Before people were trying to beat each other up.
It was the only place you could see anything like it.
Oh yeah.
Getting ready. Here we go now.
Mr. Shell is ready.
The dologist of shells. If you don't know science talk, that's somebody who dologizes shells.
Getting word from production, he is also a beginner.
Ah, beginner.
So take it easy on him.
Sounds about right.
Right, everybody. The donation link is live on the website.
Multitasking.
Way to go, Sal.
You did it.
You did it, Reddit.
Man, I can't use Reddit. I struggle enough with Discord. Reddit makes my brain go crazy.
I feel like if I tried to do all that and multitask, we would end up with a, I don't know, in a war with like Switzerland or something. I'm like, what did I do? I don't know. I pressed the wrong button.
And if it wasn't for some of you guys helping me out with Discord and the OBS and the whole streaming thing, I'd be in line for a lobotomy right now because this stuff is crazy.
I mean, Papa, you told me what Discord was. I was going on vacation and you were like, TK's post pictures in Discord. And I was like, I don't know what that is.
I had to learn it too. I was like, what?
I don't know that. I don't know what Discord is.
I didn't start my Discord. Bubbles McGurgle started it for me and invited me to it. Said, here you go.
That's
If
funny.
it ain't a food, I probably don't know what it is.
Okay.
Then somebody said, oh, it's where all the old people go. And I'm like, thanks.
Thanks.
And what do you know? More old people. Cool.
There you go.
Like, we don't TikTok, we Discord.
Discord. Yeah, I never did TikTok. I mean, I got rid of Facebook at least 15 years ago.
I haven't done it for...
Instagram, I've been off of Instagram for at least 7 years. But
Come on, Michelle. You got a 51 in you.
you can do it. We all know you're fast. We all know you're fast.
A Canadian guy.
I mean, there's nothing else to do in Canada, right?
Hockey. Well, he does love his hockey. Yeah.
Who's playing
he does.
hockey?
Right now, I have no idea.
Exactly.
Michelle probably does.
I'm saying he does. He would know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Up 4/10, but
I'm not that Canadian.
Shell's gonna have to make up 6/10 to jump a spot on the Canadian leader.
And 2.5.
He's up 3/10, but he was on his second out lap, so there is room for improvement.
We got what, 7 minutes left, so plenty of time.
He is
For
the P5 Canadian, P17 overall.
It's kind of crazy though, like saying it like, you know, P5 Canadian, P5 overall. It's kind of like the leaderboards for nations, where you would look and it would be between your country and then overall. We have our own little
Right.
nations thing here, which is better than nations. I'm sorry, but anything I produce is better than nations. It's not really that hard. I showed up already better. He has not.
I mean, he's done 4 laps. His tire wear is really freaking good for 4 laps,
yeah.
We might be in trouble.
right?
If he's doing this,
He's in the Audi.
yeah, if he's doing this
Yeah.
on the softs, yeah,
Yeah, what the heck?
hell, he could probably run 20 laps and be unfazed.
Very
Huh.
impressive.
Huh.
We do
Right?
5 laps and we need new rims.
He's got no assist on.
Yeah.
Smooth operator.
Found a mod somewhere.
Yeah. And that's a Game Genie.
Yep, Game Sharp.
Mhm.
Also known as WID.
He's up, down,
Oh, boy.
up, down, left,
For
right.
Hulko.
There we go.
He's
Again?
still
52.3.
posting a faster lap after 5 laps.
Huh. Well, but it's not a blistering fast lap compared to some of the other times, so he does seem to be taking it a little bit easier.
He's just giving us a taste of what the race is going to be like when
Uh-huh.
he beats us all.
It's up
He-
2 tenths now.
210.
It's like if I make it, y'all in for a treat.
Right?
So if he uses up some fuel by the end of this, like he could really throw something down.
And he's still improving.
Here we go. Let's see this right.
Come on, Shell.
This is by
Nope,
far the
cuts
best
it.
tire wear we've seen.
Yep.
Okay, he's fitting that.
Oh, and he's in the pits. He abandoned his fastest lap. Abandoned it.
Well, now he's probably going to put down a real heater.
Oh,
Right.
damn.
Now we'll see the 51.
Oh yeah.
Hold my beer.
Hold my hockey puck.
Hold,
So
hold my.
the next Canadian up is Ecstasy with a 52 flat. So if Shell can knock 3 more tenths off, he'll jump a spot on the Canadian board.
I'm
Basil?
sorry, did you say he's the 7th Canadian?
He is currently the 6th. Or I'm sorry, the 5th. Hold my maple syrup. Good one, Chuck.
I just saw that too.
Nice,
That's
Chuck.
funny, Chuck.
Mapley goodness.
You know, when they get that syrup in them, they get a little antsy in their pantsies.
I do like how this Audi looks.
Yeah.
I don't know what that blue paint is. It's not the matte fluorescent. It might just be
got a
the
pearl to it.
fluorescent. Yeah,
It's like a powder
it's
blue.
good.
That was a little retro.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, down so far. And it could just be the case of where we see drivers put down their good time. Oh, nope, there he goes. Okay. So
I
slow
like the
first
most you can
sector.
improve is the first corner.
Yeah.
Kept that
Just send it.
tight. Not quite.
It's interesting.
Take a
yeah.
lap right here.
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do, Papa? What's the time?
51.8.
51.8.
Really good turn one.
If you have a guess, put it in the
Really
chat.
good turn one.
Oh
I can
damn!
tell. Yeah, he said he must be listening. I told him to send it.
He sent it.
Yeah.
We're gonna see
Just
his
send it straight up.
sector
Send it
two.
straight up.
Still up
Sector.
3.
Oh my
Here we go.
goodness! Can he get it right? Can he get it right?
A little bit.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Tucks it in.
Perfect.
He's on the gas. Oh man!
That's a
Go
51.
go 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 go!
51.9.
Oh!
So close.
That sandwiches him directly between Slick and Ecstasy, both on the Canadian leaderboard and the overall leaderboard. And he's purple again.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
His tires still aren't
Flat out,
wearing that
flat out.
fast, even though he's pushing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we might be in trouble.
He's lap
What
3 on these tires, so
What does he know that we don't?
right?
Oof.
Right? How many sit-ups did he do? How many push-ups? What kind of juice is he drinking?
You comb his hair to the left or to the right?
That's it right there.
He got his hat. Does he have his hat back?
Oh yeah, and
Huh?
is his tongue sticking out slightly?
Is his shirt tucked in? Aerodynamically faster. No drag.
That's a good looking Audi.
Yeah.
That's a good looking Audi. Oh, a little bit too much on the
Little
green
kick,
stuff
yeah.
there. Yeah. Well, that's that.
That's that.
51.9
P9 overall.
1-9.
for the
Nice
Canadian.
job, Shell.
GG's.
No, his DMs are going to light up
Alley
with people
cat.
wondering, how do I get that tire wear?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're coated in maple syrup. Extra grip without all the hassle.
He only had to kill 7 trees.
Only.
Only. Well worth it. It's Canada. They got trees.
You got plenty of trees.
Plenty of trees, yeah.
Yeah, Shell, that was like the best tire wear we've seen all night.
Yeah. I ran the TT. I
By
didn't
a
get
lot.
anything close to that.
I'm convinced those were hard tires. And he
Kicking
just like
roots flat.
he painted them.
Cheaters unite.
Well done, Shell. Canadian
I
trickery.
agree, Jorge.
"20 minutes left. Anybody else want to get in here?"
20
Hurry
minutes.
up.
20 minutes.
We usually get
Just
a
once I
mad
close the
rush
door.
right at the end. Most days.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah, we
especially
usually get
tomorrow,
like
I'm
2 or
sure.
3.
Everybody's been practicing now for 2.5 hours. It's time to put up or shut up.
Right? Where's Root at? It's our final
Root?
Canadian that I know of that might run today.
I suppose when we have 3 days of qualifying, you got the day 1 of the people that just want to get it over with. You got day 3 for the people who want to get the most practice in, and then day 2 here is going to be that weird time.
Yep. Well, again, with Manu running, it's super weird.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but I said screw that, and I'm a host of the lobby anyways. I don't care.
Jorge. Just to have it DQ'd.
Ain't nobody worried about nations.
Jorge, he didn't beat your time.
He's still worried.
Petition to have the time DQ.
Yeah, that's like 3 less pits Shell's going to have to make.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, but
hey,
hards are required.
Hards are required. So,
so
but
Shell
Shell will
can do
run
it.
1 lap on hards, and then the rest of the race on the softs. Even in the rain, he'll run the softs because apparently they will not wear, and they also have threads somehow for the water. So.
Shell's asking how many laps for the
Come on, Record, get in here.
How many laps for the what?
for the final.
40 laps,
40 laps.
and there will be rain.
Oh,
Also make sure you have rain tires before entering the race, please. I don't want anybody to get in there and be like, "Ah, crap," because they will be wet.
that is the thing with the
Water
rain
is
race, though, is that if you could have a long race that if it's raining, you can have virtually no tire wear.
Dub.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Record. It
No.
only takes 10 minutes.
It's not raining that much in the race. There's going to be a good long stint of it not raining, but the rain will hit at the exact same time every time. This isn't in our rail where you're guessing.
Whew. NRL rain races kicked my butt this season.
I try to make it where it's only a 7 for when it rains in the actual race. That way and you can prepare for it instead of it being random. The random would only ever be in something that it's only the only race run and not multiple splits or whatever, to where it's different for each split to encounter. I don't want that. I want everybody to have the same experience.
Required cars are Group 4 FF. Rear-wheel drive, front engine.
Yes, the FF stands for freaking fast.
Fucking fast.
It stands for Jimmy John's.
There's
Jimmy
Chase.
John's.
Well, hold on, Chase already
Yeah.
has the time.
He already does, yes.
He did that last night, yeah. I think I want to do it again.
But now I know he's USA. We didn't have that mark.
Oh, there you go.
Well, he's
It's
USA,
cockpit,
but
yes.
I only put the USA as far as like the PHG drivers, like the US and Canada, like to denote if they're even
Oh, I suppose.
part
Yeah,
of
it
it or
doesn't
not.
matter for the others, huh?
Yeah, like the other guys, like they would only be in
Hydraulics
race
and
4 or
third.
lower.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
Only the Pippin hydraulics are.
If you're not PHG, we don't care where you're from.
All right. Well, that sounded.
No,
But
that's not true. Full disclosure, that is not PHG stance. We respect where you are from, and we are happy to have you.
nice recovery. Doo-doo-doo.
Yes, we are all trying to keep our jobs.
FC-dubs.
So
I think KW we're closing on 25-ish, somewhere in that range.
Okay, we have 24 that have qualified.
Okay.
4. Who's gonna be next?
Wrecker's on his way. Come on, Wrecker.
Let's go.
Z-dubs, I don't read. Yes, the final is only PHG team drivers, USA versus Canada.
originally this was all planned to just be USA versus Canada, but then we were like, hey, let's make it a little more advanced and
There is Wrecker, absolutely.
put it in the
Time
charity.
tomorrow.
Wanted to make it more of an experience than just this race.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
think
Wrecker,
this
go
was
to
good.
the link that's pinned in the chat,
Get to the website.
papa's and then go into the charity event to read up on, and then there's a driver's link in there. Yeah, Shell, you are 4th in the Canadian list.
E-Dubs T-Case will be streaming the qualifying event tomorrow night. Final qualifying.
Yeah, Chase is just running some practice laps.
Look at that
So it
list.
might be okay.
Love that livery.
Oh, that was nice. Chase must be a veteran. Does anybody know?
I
Or
honestly,
he
I don't
just
know.
Loves America.
Very paid.
It's got is that Spanish flag on the second half of his roof? I see yellow,
Shell
red.
Cougar will not be able
German.
to partake in this event.
German. Okay.
For the Audi.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's
German
for the
colors?
Audi. Oh, rip to that
Oh,
cone.
cone's gone.
Rip to the cone.
Nobody even likes cones.
Take them all out.
What is it you say you do here? But yeah,
Take out
I
cones.
keep people on the track by notifying them where the limits are.
Yeah, it looked like U.S. Marine Corps livery.
It's looky very nice.
Where are the Marine? Jack Skellington's a Marine. Oh, I'm sure there's more, but he's the one who I was just currently.
The few. The proud.
Donation meter.
I don't know how to do that, but
I haven't figured out how people are doing those meters yet. I know they're just plugins, apps.
I've tried.
Widgets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't
I
work
tried
for
too.
me.
I couldn't get it to work either. Just trying to do like a sub count. I looked into that one, and
Yeah, see, I've got the sub count going. I think the difficulty we have is that it would need to interact with like Stream Elements or something.
Right.
Unless St. Jude's provides a meter, which actually I think they do. If you go to their page, I think it does have a like we have a goal in there, and then I think there's a meter that we could then show. We'll have to look into that.
kind of like I do with my sub count. Not a meter, it just keeps track of the subs. I wonder if you could do kind of the same thing, because that's right off YouTube.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
What if
I
you could
think on the
Yeah.
on the donation website, they have a meter there that we can just screen grab the same way. Yeah, we'll have to look into that. See if that's something we can have on screen.
Or even actual donate PayPal account, donation site or whatever. For the total, account total or something. Interesting. Good call, Dan. I like that idea. I'll figure it out. Absolutely.
You know, it's so easy to say, and then you go try to do it, and you're like, oh my goodness.
Right? Well, that's Sal. Every time I feel like that, I call Sal.
Just call Sal.
Just call Sal. There's like a show or something about that.
Yep.
I did not know he was a lawyer, but nice. At this point, it's more like a hobby.
Anybody else gonna join in? 9 minutes left.
9 minutes. 9 minutes.
Come on, people.
You could be the one to be the last qualifier of the Thursday night
Would be cool, Dan.
qualification.
Kilometer style.
You could dominate. Papa calls in to check PayPal balance. Do it like a what are those called? Where you call in to donate? PBS?
What phones?
Telethons. There we go.
I remember those.
Good old
Yeah.
telethon.
The Jerry Lee Lewis telethon Memorial Day. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Oh no, it was Labor Day actually. Yeah, it was there something.
It's a thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember those because they would have like so many musical acts and
Yep.
different things would come along, and in those days you didn't have as many channels, so you're like, this looks good, and it would just be
Yeah.
on all day.
Joe Collins will appreciate this. There's a classic Parks and Recreation episode all around a telethon, and it's so funny. And Joe Collins is a big Parks and Rec fan and has created Parks and Recreation decals for the game. So if you are a fan of Parks and Recreation and play GT7, you can get a JJ Steiner decal for your car. So very cool stuff.
Nice.
All right, so we do need to say that Better Dan has been our first donator to St. Jude's with a $30 donation. Thank you very much,
Boom.
Better Dan.
Oh yeah, Dan.
Better Dan. Thank you, man. Ahoy. Nice. Thank you. Donation number 1 in the books.
It's official.
Can't find a better Dan.
Charity has begun.
Yeah, it looks like
Found
they
the
have
best
sort of
day.
a circular progress bar that we could probably figure out a way to just screen grab that if we have to.
Yep.
Nice.
You just link it to the, do a web link scene and crop it.
Say all that. Remember, it's running on my YouTube. My OS. Just do this. Just do that. I'm gonna have to give Sal my freaking sign in. Actually, it wasn't bad. He actually walked me through some good stuff today, so.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
There's been so many things like I've looked up on YouTube and they walk you through it and I do it and it doesn't work. I'm just like, well, what?
You know, when I was doing my my sub count progress bar, I went through a number of YouTube videos to finally get one to work the way I wanted it to. Like all the videos are like, oh, it's so simple. You do these 3 steps, and I'm like, but that doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, mine. I'm able to have it in the corner where it shows the number, right? The accurate number of subs. I have that, but to do the bar, every bar I've done does like a quarter of the subs I actually have. I don't know where it's pulling my sub from.
Oh, I think what that is that's showing you how many other YouTube accounts are followers.
Oh.
But it's not your total YouTube account. You have to get that from the live link.
Damn.
Okay.
That's intense.
Because I see that in a speech chat too. Like my speech chat says I have 127, but on the YouTube page it's 423.
That's exactly what is happening. What did Dan say? My kid almost died a few hours after birth and was saved by former Army neurosurgeons. Wow.
Glad to hear that.
Wow.
That's amazing. Glad they were there. Incredible.
Right place, right time.
Yeah. It does get real.
Yeah, instantly. It's amazing how fast it gets real, huh?
Yeah, I mean, once again, we're here playing a video game to hopefully try to help in some way solve some real world problems.
Right. Or at least help. Yeah.
Or help.
At least help.
Maybe solve is too big a word, but you're right. Help.
Yeah.
In what little way we can.
Hey, if PHG could solve, the cure for cancer, we'd be great, all of us. Everyone here.
Win-win.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I talk about this a lot with my friends, and it's like my goal in life is that after somebody has an interaction with me, no matter what it is, that their day is not worse after having an interaction with me. Preferably, it has improved. And I think that's all we can do is
good philosophy.
Whatever we're doing is hopefully after we interact with somebody that life is better after that experience. And if we can help by raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, like that's huge. That's huge.
I agree.
So just
and I can attest my life was enriched after meeting you. So.
Oh shucks. As mine was as well. That was a fantastic weekend.
It was a good weekend.
I got to see Papa hangry. I got to see him hangry a couple times where he was like, I need to eat. Are we gonna eat?
I need to eat.
Like every 4 hours.
He got to see me cry from eating something really spicy, which is, that's my life. That's what I do.
3 o'clock in the morning.
And just crying, eating spice.
I thought y'all were watching like a sad movie or something.
No. Just some really hot wings.
Yeah.
This movie's so sad. And also this is so hot.
Last guy cried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then she did. She goes, I was like, how hot are these? And she was like, the last guy cried. And I was like, I got this. And I'm just it was good. It was not too hot, but I was crying. Like I had tears. Like if I wore mascara, like I would be a mess.
I couldn't tell if he was crying from the chicken wings or if him and Turbo were crying for me trying to operate my phone.
Oh my goodness. On that note, for those of you who don't know, a good insight here. This was the highlight of my weekend. Papa has a really cool foldy phone. You know, they have the foldable touchscreen smartphones these days.
Oh yeah.
And he was trying to
Razor.
set it up to do a selfie. And we must have done 6 or 7 attempts. And it wouldn't do. And the table next to us was just watching us. Like, what are these guys trying to do? And Turbo and I are just, oh my goodness. It's too funny trying to get this. I'm crying because of the hot wings, but also this. And then finally Turbo pulls out his phone and just goes, oh, I got this. And does a quick selfie and gets a perfect selfie of the 3 of us. But there are so many failed attempts on Papa's phone.
Oh man, that was just night 1.
That was the first night. We weren't even camping yet. We were staying at that shitty hotel.
Yeah, let's not talk about that hotel.
It smelled fine.
Ugh.
We survived.
I still don't
I
know
feel
what kind
7.5.
what was growing on the ceiling.
Best not to ask questions.
Yeah, right. Well, that's
We were
it,
out-
y'all.
Yep.
Yep,
All right.
that's
So we
it.
hit
I think.
the 10 o'clock time. Shaggy, if you're planning on shutting her down.
Yep, I think it's time for it to go.
We have had 24 drivers qualify. Let's see, the top 7 that have qualified PHG USA are Jorge, C-Dubs, Better Dan, Shaggy, Papa, Plankton, and Mr. Ormond. And then we've had 6 Canadian qualifiers: Racer 51, SPC, Slick, Sheldologist, Ecstasy, and Iron Fix.
All right.
So that's where
Root,
everything
we'll see
sits
you tomorrow,
now.
right?
Root. Stay tuned tomorrow for when we do the last of the qualifying sessions. Make sure to check out T-Case's channel. He will be the one hosting that live stream tomorrow. Tune in to him, and we'll see just how big the Mad Rush will be tomorrow night.
I anticipate being pretty mad. I'll post a link in Papa's Discord under the charity event for my stream tomorrow. Once I get that all set up, so everyone will know where to go. And
I can leave it open a little bit longer if needed.
Okay.
Okay. I know Horton mentioned something about being later, but I don't know how late he was talking. So
Nothing like midnight though. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But until then, I guess we're going to sign off here. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow, and then see you again on Saturday. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Engines roaring life in the fast lane. PHG weaving name, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, they look It's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we ride.